Ready to
1,
go.
2, 3, go. I don't know why I counted up to 3. My countdowns are getting worse now that I've been associated with Tristan. actually tragic. Anyway, we've got BacT against Capoch here. Best of 5, round of 16, Wandering Warriors Cup. I have Nilly along with me. Thank you, Nilly, for joining me. And we have an Italians against Lithuanians matchup where both players have put their TCs right beside each other. And a bit of a weird generation here with a pond in the middle that can't be accessed. It can't be. There's grass along there. So it looked like it was a little bay, and we've seen the bay generation sometimes, but it's actually a pond. And if players don't scout this correctly, it could be deceptive, thinking that that is a bay instead.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's correct. Sometimes it's like shoreland in between. I think it might get to some confusion, but simply because they're docking so close next to each other and will find each other, I think that center pond won't actually be mattering that much.
Yeah, unless BacT goes out there with a dock or something like that. I would struggle to see Capoch making his way over there because BacT is in the way, but yeah, it's been interesting for sure with the Nomad generation for this tournament. Sometimes you get the pond, sometimes you get a bay, and it enables different types of play, and it enables hiding your fish easier than on a standard Nomad map where the water just goes all the way around in a 1v1.
People asking if ship could technically go into the center, but I think if it changes color,
yeah, I think I'm on board with you there. I think if it's green in the middle, you can't for sure.
Yeah, I think so as well.
But like you said, they're going to find each other. I mean, they're right next to each other, and both players are scouting right now. BacT seems to have a far better position, in my opinion, with the deer nearby, the gold right there. He's bringing a boar already from near Capoch's TC. And it just looks like as we get later into the game, Capoch is going to get stuck into this corner. Unless he manages to take out BacT's fish really quickly. And BacT is playing against the Italians, so there is a risk of that for sure.
Sometimes when players are this close, tower rushing becomes a viable option. And Capoch, he has a safe gold and stone in the back, so that's nice for him. BacT, yeah, I see 2 stones relatively close, but both could be contested.
I'm not sure what tower rushing would do in this situation, though. Like, I guess if you're Capoch, you could take away the gold from BacT, but if you're BacT, like, what are you going to take away from Capoch? You're going to have to run all the way over to the left side. If you wall that off, maybe, but then you don't really need the tower if you wall it off, right?
Yeah. Sometimes you have like missing information because it's tricky to scout on Nomad. So sometimes you feel like, okay, TC's within one screen, towers become really good, and you're just happy like one tower behind the wood line.
BacT is going for the villager kill. He's going for the villager kill, but he doesn't even have loom, Nilly. He's going super aggressive here. Capoch has loom. BacT does not, and BacT pulls away. He's going to bring his villager back. He's already laming the fish from Capoch. He saw the dock there early, and he's going to start taking those fish with his own fishing chip. And now Capoch is going to bring that villager away, and he knows that there's a bridge across there, and he knows that there's a pond in the middle. So maybe he decides to just cut his losses on that other dock and go and make another one in the middle. Or wall in some of BacT's resources. I don't know what he's going to do with this Vil. It's going to get interesting there for sure. Let's see what he can scout. Okay. He hasn't noticed the town center yet from BacT.
I'm pretty sure he saw it. Don't you think so?
I don't know if he did. Because the deer isn't dead. The gold hasn't been taken. He's seen none of the wood. All he can see right now is the dock. So unless he loses a cow to this town center, then he'll have no idea that BacT is here.
You're not moving. Yeah, okay. I can see that. Did we go for some wild predictions yet, Dave?
Wild predictions. Okay, I'm thinking that BacT is going to win this one 3-2. I think it's going to be a long series. I think it's going to be close.
Okay.
It's not very wild.
It's not super wild. No. I think I would have predicted something like 3-1 Capoch going into this one.
3-1 Capoch. I would have said that going into the tournament, but after watching BacT, I think Capoch is gonna struggle against him, and especially since Capoch, I think he went only 3-2 against like Sebastian in an early round as well. So Capoch hasn't looked the greatest in this tournament as of yet. But he does have good fish right now. BacT is struggling to find deep fish. Capoch is kind of cutting him off there, and he was taking short fish for a while. BacT is on the way to Fuel H faster, though, with the Lithuanians. And Capoch has, I guess, only one more fishing ship than BacT does.
Okay, so not the biggest advantage. Fish still better for Capoch here, distance-wise, though. That has to be nice. And both adding some... How much does it matter that BacT could save 100 wood not being forced to go for a mining camp? But actually, when I asked this, Capoch didn't go for the lumber camp. So BacT has the option to go for a double with X.
Is it BacT or BacT? I've heard both.
Oh, yeah, I've heard both as well.
I've been saying BacT for years. People say BacT. I think you've already flip-flopped twice. This set between both of them. So I'm just going to stick with what I've been saying for years. And BacT is actually going for the galley play, which is really interesting given that his dock is right next to Capoch. But he's made a second one over in the corner, and Capoch shifted his fish over there. Capoch is going to go for 2 fire galleys immediately. And then BacT after the galleys is going to add in a fire galley of his own. So he's just using these to snipe the fish. And I think he expects for his own fish to die pretty soon. Especially
with the split docks, that's really surprising to me because it's so easy for the fire galleys to zone them out and go for...
Gonna get decent damage here, though.
Oh yeah, one down. What time are we at?
We're at 13 minutes right now.
Okay.
And yeah, BacT's gonna get 3 fishing ships with these. And the fishing ships from Capoch are attempting to block the galleys as they get away, but BacT is adding a fire galley and a demolition raft behind this. Plus, he's kept those 2 galleys alive somehow. One of those is on very, very low HP, only 3 out of 120. Now, BacT is made a barracks and is making a spearman, and Capoch has gone for a barracks of his own. This game is about to get really, really messy here.
Demo, meanwhile, was really, really good. Got a fishing ship, got 1 low, fire galley really low as well. And BacT, getting quite some damage and keeps his fish alive.
Yeah, I'm looking at the land right now as BacT comes over with a spearman. Is it just spearman aggression into the town center while he wins water? I guess that's the plan for him. But Capoch with 3 fire galleys alive and already in archery range too seems to have the advantage here.
And BacT doesn't really have the plan about this, and now the outpost finishes, sees the archer range, sees the blacksmith, and sees the first archer. Bad news for him on land.
Someone says Zero Empires used to pronounce it really weird. He used to call him Bagiofro. The old... Do you remember BacT's old name, Bagiofro?
Yeah.
Way back in the day.
Oh, the boss is nicked, so only makes sense.
Yeah. I think he called him that even after he changed it, though.
Okay.
BacT got his villager walled in on the dock at the bottom, and then the fire ships came and cleared it up. Capoch even noticing that. Capoch playing really, really strong right now. The pop is in his favor. BacT, however, 27 villagers to 26 villagers from Capoch. And both players are down to minimal fishing ships, although Capoch is adding in more fish as we speak. So he thinks he's secured the water completely. I don't blame him for that assumption, and he's going to add some more fish over in this corner area.
I think people mainly use the old nicknames of people to really show them like how old school they are. And like, I'm so OG, I still know their old nicknames. At least that's the only explanation for why you would still call him VNS Yellow, although he didn't use that one for 6 years at least.
Exactly. I still call Yellow as BacT loses a villager. Because Say My Name is annoying. It's an annoying name to say. So that's the reason. But you know what, Nilly? We're both cool and we're both old, so we're allowed to use those old names.
Okay.
Because we're friends with these guys. As we see a stable from BacT, and he's going to be able to kill the skirmisher archer pressure from Capoch, and he's on the way up to the castle age, and Capoch is not anywhere close.
Wow.
So this was a good balance from BacT after losing the water. To be able to get up to castle age at that time and still have some food and gold in the bank is super impressive here.
Oh, that's true. Without the fishing ships as well, economy won't be great. Floats a lot of wood though, so I wouldn't be surprised if this becomes a siege monk push.
Yeah, and siege monk push could work really well here. I mean, Lithuanian monasteries work a little bit faster, and when you're so close to your opponent, you don't need the speed, right? It doesn't matter that your monks are crawling across the field. It's going to be a little bit difficult with the archers in play, but that's why you have the stable. And he's already has a knight on the way, already has the siege workshop down, and Capoch has to be a little bit concerned here because he's really got nowhere to run.
This is truly tricky. Gets a villager kill. At least he gets all the scouting information. He knows what's coming. Now sends some villagers onto stone, but the first tower won't help him. His town center will be under pressure.
Yeah, and he lost 2 archers. He lost 2 archers there under the town center of BacT, so he's going to have to make a couple more. A knight is looping already around to the berries from Capoch. Capoch will have fish. He'll have 12 fishing ships with a 13th one on the way. But on land, what does he have to defend? He's going for some mega house walls on this side. His TC, though, will be under pressure, and that Mangonel's going to be able to sit right up on that hill.
Big question. Will Capoch reach Castle Age this game?
That's the question. Does he lose his TC before he does? He's going to have the score lead because of water.
Good
but
job.
He's definitely not in the lead here.
Yeah, will be a tricky spot. One spearman likely to get converted here as well. Oh yeah, can't jump into the town center, saved as well. TC already lost 500 HP.
Yep. And BacT is even just playing it a little bit safe. He's not sitting on that hill. He doesn't want them to be exposed. He's kind of pulling back a little bit with the Mangonels. Capoch still not even up to the next stage. This is over, Nilly. He's not even up to the next stage.
He actually is going full feudal. He added a stable. He's going scouts. He tries to snipe those Mangonels. And remember, if he snipes the Mangonels, he's suddenly heavily ahead in workers.
Yep. BacT does have 1 spearman there. He's got 2 knights there. What else is he producing? He's making 1 more knight, and he's still making Mangonels, and he's got a battering ram coming out. Oh, if this works for Capoch, this would be an insane play. If he can pull off the full feudal against 3 Mangonels, knights, a monk, a spearman.
And Mangonels on the hill as well. Uh-oh, scouts are coming in.
They're coming. Goes to convert 1, sends the spearman to the other. He gets a good shot with the Mangonels on the archers. The spearmen are now coming out from Capoch. Repair villagers are here though, and there's no chance here, Nilly. There's no chance.
Oh
it's
god.
A slot.
3 Mangonels on the hill, so tough to kill them. Town center, not even enough wood to repair, has to give this one up. And then production gets really tricky. If he loses the barracks, knights become so strong.
Yep. And BacT is just rolling right now. Capoch's economy is in dire need of organization as the TC falls and suddenly the wood line is completely open. Capoch doesn't want to give this one up because he's got 16 fishing ships. Theoretically, he has the better eco, and he still has the score lead, but there's nothing to defend against all this stuff. I mean, BacT even kills the deer. He's so confident.
Uh-oh, villagers really confident as well. Some ground attacks coming in. Most of the villagers surviving for now.
Oh, 2 more vills go down. More knights come out as scorpions here. The villagers are ready to repair. For BacT, Capoch is still running. He's making a house. That's his grand plan. He's making a lumber camp with the only remaining wood he has left so he can get a TC up at some point. He has no market to buy resources.
Oh god, intense spot. Now he has enough, soon has enough stone for a castle, but is in the wrong age.
Yeah, he needs some sort of new DLC civ with castles in the feudal age, because this is just not working for him. I mean, he doesn't want to give up because of that water control.
Oh,
but at any point, it feels like BacT can just ignore this and recapture water again. Capoch still won't have a TC.
BacT doesn't see the villagers at the top. He knows that they were somewhere. Knights are trying to find them.
Capoch is going to snipe the mangonels here.
Ooh, ooh.
He's actually going to take out these mangonels with scouts. And he got the armor for his scouts. Okay, there goes the main thread of BacT's army. Still, he has to deal with the knights. Has to get a town center up. Has to get a barracks up again to start making more spearmen to deal with those.
Still 2 rams are pretty good against fuel buildings. Another ram could go down, but that would be at the cost of some villagers. Villager count 35 to 39, so slight advantage, but 16 fishing ships and a redock now at the bottom, even double a redock, so fishing efficiency is solid.
He's got enough for a TC, and he's going for a TC over on the left side here, Nilly. BacT is sitting at 40 villagers. Capoch is at 31. Obviously, a stalled out production. No idle TC time, which is good, I guess. No TC at all. And Capoch has actually added more fish, and he's added docks on the left side too.
Dave, the cow is scouting the town center.
The cow is scouting the town center. Oh, that's actually tragic. He has the scouts over there too. He hasn't moved those in a while. He has the knights, and they immediately make a beeline for that town center as Capoch completes it. The cow is an infiltrator for sure. This is such a weird game. It's like firm water control for one player, but absolutely no land control whatsoever. The water is the only thing keeping him in it at the moment. BacT has not tried to go for that again. He's got one archer prowling near those fishing ships, but other than that, no pressure. And BacT has still not added another town center. So he's not really like improving his eco at all.
With Capoch on the way to Castle Age.
Yeah. And enough for a castle. This could turn.
BacT just killed his own scorpion with the mangonel.
I saw that. This, honestly, Nilly, this could turn. If Capoch keeps BacT busy for another couple minutes here and gets a good castle placement, it could theoretically turn in his favor. It's going to be a big effort, though, as he killed one villager on the woodline. He's on the woodline from BacT again. These scouts have armor, so BacT needs to be careful. He's going to chase those away with a bunch of villagers, and he's here with 2 more scouts, and he's just trying to buy himself enough time right now and keep harassing BacT, keep him distracted from that town center. BacT, though, is over there with knights, over there with the mangonel. Mangonel won't be able to kill that TC in time. But he's still pressuring. This is an absolutely crazy game. What the hell?
Yeah, I didn't expect that after the TC died so quickly. Scouts still finding some damage. Most of them cleared up now, though. But Castle Age play. The question is, like, what is Capoch going for? I could see a castle, but that will only control so much of the map.
Yeah, and BacT, once again, like, he knew that the villagers went up north somewhere. And he should know there's a woodline there, as he killed 3 villagers of Capoch near that TC, and he still continues to pressure that. But why not send the knights up there? Look, he's coming with all the vills, Nilly. He's ready. He's ready for a castle drop. Where is it going to be from Capoch? It's going to be on the stone. Those villagers that probably should have been killed up in that northern woodline are now making a castle on the stone from BacT. But the TC is going to go down again. He's going to lose another one.
And that's going to be lots of dead villagers. And that castle, it's not like Byzantines where you feel like, oh, yeah, get your castle up. You can go for a great unique unit.
Well, you could go up to him.
It's Italians.
He's Italians.
Yeah, but even...
He's going for a town center. He's going to wall in the stone villagers with a TC.
Waltz them off. Okay, how good are Genoese going to be here? Not great against mangonels.
Pretty good against the knights once you build up a few. You need a few of them, though, and you need the upgrades. And he's actually going for Bodkin Arrow right away. And this is all possible, folks, just because of the water control. BacT has not yet attempted to take back water control or even harass the fish. Continued to pressure on land as we see another town center from Capoch threatened by the mangonels. BacT goes for a second TC over on the right side, but Capoch has made a second TC of his own, and he's thinking about another castle This is an all-in style play. And he could be the first one to Imperial Age.
Could
With this
he,
fishing
though?
economy?
Yeah, but look at the
could be.
gold. Like, where should he get safe gold? Nothing at the top. Likely to build a
market?
second castle. But what resources? Most of the resources will go into another castle.
Dude, food. He's still fishing. He's not making bills. All right, the villagers are on the run, and BacT is actually going to catch these ones this time. So this is a good catch from BacT. There's been a couple instances this game where he's just let villagers go their own way after the town centers have been abandoned, and he's going to be able to harass these. Another castle soon to be on the way from Capoch. But where would you need to put this castle to bring yourself back in the game? Like where the blacksmith is for BacT? Like in between those two is where you would need a castle. Unfortunately, there's already buildings there.
Yeah, something like that. But he struggles to play against one mangonel, obviously. Genoese not crazy against mangonels with their poor range.
Capoch not escaping with any of those villagers on the left side. And BacT is already bringing in relics for the Lithuanian bonus. He's already got one. He's got a second one on the way. And there's the castle right there from Capoch. It is in front of the stable. There's a mangonel coming. There's 2 knights coming, but he should be able to get this up. Just how many villagers does he lose?
None for now. Some really low HP ones, though. Now ground attack. Some repair on the mangonel could be something. Still no villager losses.
Yeah. I think BacT should have killed way more there, honestly. He should have killed way, way more with that mangonel. And Capoch only loses, what, 1 or 2 vills? There's another castle down, and the monastery is under threat. The town center's under threat. The wood line is getting harassed right now. That's 2 villagers dead already.
Yeah, that castle killed more villagers than it costed.
Yep. And we've got 25 villagers for Capoch, 57 for BacT, but 20 fishing ships are what's keeping him in the game. And BacT is now spreading like a weed. He doesn't even care where he places his TCs, Nilly. He just knows that he needs to outboom this pressure.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what he's attempting to do. I would still love to see him attempt to get back on the water, but I guess his wood eco has been really stalled out. He's been heavily investing on land, so couldn't really afford that to this point.
Also, at some point you feel, yeah, fish can't be that great for you anymore. And fish got worse, but Capoch did such a good job of redocking that he's still having lots of deep fish.
Yeah, he's even redocking in the north here, but there's an archer there from BacT. Does BacT's archer, which is patrolling, does it see the dock? It does, but it doesn't quite see the villager. It knows, well, it actually does. It's just not attacking it for some reason.
Yeah, maybe the task was scout for dogs, not scout for villagers.
Yep. Instructions unclear. All right, second TC for Capoch. He's booming now. He's got 9 Genoese Expo. He's got 500 food in the bank.
4 mangonels in the center, Dave. Ooh.
Oh. That, oh. Those Expo need to be careful. I don't think he can replace those if he loses them. His gold eco has not been looking good this game. That's for sure.
Dave, right side of the archer that we had, there's a fire galley.
It's confused, okay?
In a dry dock? Without the dock?
It's confused.
Okay. Not confused as Jordan's galleys, but still confused.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I want to say like it might be something with the map generation, but I don't think that's possible for that to influence it. We've had 2 instances now in this tournament of fire galleys just making their way onto the land.
Yeah, no, it
I
has
don't know
happened.
what's going on
Magno
with
shots, right hand side. Ooh.
I see that. I see that.
Got a good ground attack.
Town center's down from BacT, but he has 3 more behind it. Or sorry, 4 more behind it. Capoch has enough for another castle. But BacT has the castle too. And BacT is going to put a castle on that hill near the outpost. He's got mangonels, knights there to defend it. Capoch cannot deny. Capoch goes for a really aggressive castle here, but the mangonels are here from BacT. And I don't know. There's 4 mangonels, Lily. I don't know if he can get this one up.
No.
No way. No way. Cancels it immediately. Has to go back, put it in a different location. Capoch is still only at 39 villagers. And he's making light cab now, so there goes his food eco. No opportunity to click up to Imperial Age. He's going for a town center on the gold near BacT's TC in the south. BacT is also building another TC. I don't understand the theory behind that one, but I'll give it to him.
He doesn't have any other gold income.
No, not Capoch's. BacT's TC. The one he just rebuilt on his original wood line.
Okay. Well, maybe to save the villagers there. Yeah. It's not great for resources, we can agree on that. By the way, impressive stuff by Capoch that he tried to build the castle, but didn't lose a villager. The way too aggressive one.
Well, he just lost a lot of Genoese Expo against this Mangonel. Some great attack rounds there from BacT. He's got 2 villagers chasing to repair, and Capoch has to cancel that TC on the gold. He goes for one on the stone, but BacT is already over here with the mill. That foundation's going to be denied, and now there's going to be stables over here from BacT, and BacT has made his way back onto the water now, Nilly, and Capoch can't deal with that once he loses water control. A crazy game here. BacT with the amazing castle age time, to be honest. Capoch was not ready for that, especially after BacT losing water. And the amazing pressure at early castle, and then Capoch somehow staying in that for way longer than he should have with that water control, but BacT was able to close it out. You should be able to close it out from that position, and he did.
Yeah. That's honestly a builder that you should take a look at, right? Some water contest and then still flew to Castle Age, especially with that short distance where I felt like not a lot of army would make sense, but strong army that is immobile. Monk and Knights were a great choice, and sub 19 minutes. Lovely.
Yeah. Faster Feudal Age, and immediately on the way to Castle Age, basically, after going for 5 ships in Feudal to kill the fish. Really, really good. I think maybe only possible with Lithuanians, honestly. You get the fish out faster with them, and you get that extra food, right? He probably took some boars from Capoch as well, which helped, but great performance there from BacT. Capoch couldn't make it happen, and BacT goes up 1-0 here. And,
good for him.
That was a good game there. He looks solid.
And yeah, you were right with the boars, because when they already were going for fire galleys, BacT was getting another boar with 3 villagers on food. And I felt what? Is he giving up water already? But actually he thought a step ahead and allowed himself to fly to Castle Age.
Yep. Yeah, players on this map have been we've seen players still luring boars while they're in the middle of a Feudal Age water battle. They're just constantly bringing in boars from everywhere. And the scouting here, players have really upped their level too. We'll see 80% scouting by the time they hit, mid Castle Age. It's kind of crazy on this map, but it's really important on Nomad. And we saw that there from BacT. All right. We go into game number 2 now, and it's going to be Capoch's home map. And Capoch, in terms of his map draft, has Inundation and Compass. Now, Compass is probably the most standard play of any of these. Once you get your TC up, it's basically just fight for water control and then maybe try and sneak. But Inundation still has a lot of questions around it. It's a nomad start with a lot of gold in the middle. The wood is on the outside, so you have to make a decision whether you want to TC the gold in the hunt in the middle or the wood on the outside. So far, it looks like the TC in the middle is the better choice. But we'll see as we get deeper. I mean, players, you know how they are. They hide things until later rounds, so maybe we'll see some migration going on earlier in that one. Let's see. Game number 2. What map, Nilly? You said you're not familiar with these, right?
Well, I don't know the names. I've seen all maps. I've obviously looked over the shoulders of the GL boys while practicing. And so I've seen strategies, I've seen approaches. I simply don't know the names.
Well, I still get confused on some of the names, so it's fine.
Okay.
I guess you'll be forgiven.
Thanks. I'm at 5 seconds in Compass.
So game 2 is Compass, and I'm just now loading into it. So give me 1 second, and I will meet you at 5 seconds. That's where we are, and here we go. Capoch's first home map, and I'm ready to go in 3, 2, 1, go.
By the way,
we see.
Go ahead.
Are you okay?
Yeah. I want to tell a different story, but if you want to say something about the game, then that makes sense as well.
No. Go ahead.
I used to be even more annoying than I'm annoying already. And I know that when we cast Rex with 0 Empires, I always made the countdown. And obviously I'm not the straightforward guy in that sense, and counted down like 5, 4, pi, 3, E, half pi, 2, 1, 0. And he even wrote me pretty angry messages. Nearly, please, in the future, just count down from 3, 2, 1, 0. Much appreciated. And that's like, for 0 Empire standards, that was relatively aggressive.
I just I pictured that in my head. That was in his accent. Oh man, yeah, that's the type of jokes I would have made in 7th grade, nearly. So
yeah, well, I've been casting since 7th grade.
Oh, okay.
No, it was
Imagine
actually
listening
before
nowadays to a
ECL.
7th grader cast.
Oh boy,
I wouldn't be able to.
There's still.
And now he's going on to the fish. I'd just be like, "Shut up, kid.
Yeah.
Shut up."
I still have my German cast. Before there was video casts, where I only did audio cast and you had to watch the record on your own. From 2004 or something. They have to be so cringy as well. No.
Next time I see you, you got to find those recordings if possible, and then we can listen to them together.
Oh, I'm not sure. I think I have to auction them for a really high price.
No, we listen to them together first, and then this could be a certified recording. You could get more. All right. Anyway, Compass. We see Chinese for Capoch and Malay for BacT. Now, Malay we've only seen once, I believe, on this, or at least I've only seen it once on this map so far. It seemed fairly strong. I think the Malay player went for a galley opening, hoping they would be up a little bit quicker. But Chinese seem like the best civilization at the moment of the ones that are remaining for this map, simply because you have the 2 fishing ships start, so you can get the food in quicker. And you're obviously going to have a villager lead over your opponent. As we can see, 8 villagers for BacT and 10 villagers for Capoch.
Yeah, really
Malay,
nice.
Malay do have some advantages. I mean, I mentioned it before, the age up times, and the line of sight on the dock is, I think, an underrated bonus as well. Gives you a good amount of information if you get multiple set up. Plus the fish traps being cheaper and lasting longer if you do get to that stage in the game. But it's unlikely that we're going to see fish traps in this. Simply because the fish last for a while, and then by the time you get to that point in the game, the water's still usually contested in some way.
What's nice with Malay is sometimes we get to this 2 pizza pieces against 2 pizza pieces spread, and then we fight for water, and then Telethocracy comes in really nicely.
Telocracy?
The harbor upgrade.
The harbor upgrade. That's what it is. That's what casters say when they can't pronounce the technology. That upgrade. All right, so BacT bringing in an elephant already. I love to see that. And Capoch is bringing a boar. And players have refined the builds on Compass here as we get through the rounds. The earlier rounds, no one was taking the elephant or the boar that are consistently there at the back. But the deeper we go, we see that almost every single game. So builds are getting better here as people play it more often. And as they see the previous rounds come in via the recorded games and the casted games and whatnot. That's one thing with this tournament. I have to keep reminding myself that players, when they're playing this, since they did this week and the previous week before our cast, they're a week behind everyone else in discovering what players are doing for the meta here, right?
Aren't Rex public for all players? So if someone plays on Monday and you play on Wednesday, you can look at the Monday Rex?
No.
Okay.
No. Why would they? Why would we have that?
I thought there was a rec folder. where people post their wrecks.
Well, if there is, I don't know about it.
Okay.
Wait a second. What kind of black market shenanigans are going on for Rex?
Well, I traded some off against some of my old cars. Oh, the semi-final games are really good.
What kind of dog shit Rex did you get for them?
I only got the first 3 minutes of a recorded game.
Alright, we've got...
And it was a restart.
A lot of them. You got restarts. You got a lot of fishing ships from Capoch, but BacT is up way sooner with the melee. And BacT will immediately be going for the 2 galley approach once again to snipe some fishing ships. Capoch with his second dock up already. And galleys produce, I believe they produce a little bit faster than fire ships as well. So by the time these are out, BacT will have time to produce a couple fire galleys of his own and be competitive that way too. So he's going to match the numbers from Capoch and also have galleys. Unless he's going for the pure galley approach. I don't know. He might be. He only has 3 on gold, so maybe.
The beautiful thing that BacT will do, he will build the very defensive dock in the back. And that allows him to go to galleys because then he can micro back way further. And in the long run, once you get to like 6 galleys and fletching, he out micro every amount of fire galleys.
Yep. And we've seen this attempted a lot of times on Compass. It's only worked once, if I remember correctly. And it's been punished many times. I know Draken punished Hera for trying to go galleys, and Hera was building all his docks in the center and didn't have that back dock option. So that's why he got punished. But we can see BacT already coming in with 2 galleys, and he's going to snipe 2 fishing ships, and he already has 2 more on the way. I mean, he's got 3 on the water right now, about to have a 4th. Demolition raft now from that forward dock. Should be enough to defend right now. I guess it's all up to when he gets fletching and if he manages to keep his numbers up.
TC helping out with the defense here. And yeah, 1 demo. Now make it 2, 4 galleys. Should be enough. And he is fine. He just builds galley numbers, keeps his fish safe in the back. That's a nice approach. And the big difference, simply in dock placing, compared Hera and BacT.
Yeah. Really, really good stuff. And I love to see it because if you're going to go for that galley play, like you said, you have to play safe. You cannot go super aggressive, and that's how you get punished. But BacT is playing around that town center. He's got to be careful, though. Town center doesn't do that much damage to the fire galleys. The demos do, however, and will weaken these. And BacT's able to take out 2 of those very easily. Microing back from these fire galleys, and now he's got 5 galleys with a 6th one on the way. Once you get up to that magical number of 6 or 7, then the fire galley player is going to have an issue, and Capoch is actually going for galleys now, so he's switching himself.
Yeah, Capoch, a guy who tries to go for galleys even on islands, even with short distance quite a bit, so I like that he tried to play fire galleys because he was a bit later and now goes for the stronger unit. And the TC didn't really help out because there was not even a single villager around for most of the time.
Yeah. Even if you have a bunch of vills, though, I've seen it so many times where players run away from the TC, but it's doing negligible damage, even with villagers garrisoned in there against fire galleys. Against galleys, it's fine, but against fire galleys, it's a little rough.
Okay, now let's see. Interesting force here by Capoch. Still low HP fire galley at the front. Might get tricky for BacT, who added a fire galley himself. Why?
Well, I guess... I don't know. I guess you can loop them around and harass the fish, if possible. I mean, there's not much... Oh, I guess there's still 4 fishing ships in the north he could probably hit. He's probably just trying to keep himself safe. He knows he can... If he does click up, he's probably going to be faster with the melee bonus. So maybe he wants to get to Castle Age with some fire galleys on the field. He can convert. I don't know. Capoch's resource is looking a lot better, though.
Yeah.
He's got 200 gold in the bank. He's got 400 food. He got fletching before BacT, which is funny. Telling me that his eco is a little bit more stable. Obviously, he had the extra fishing ships on the way up. And he'll probably be the first one to click, but I wouldn't be surprised if BacT is the first one to reach the next stage.
Oh, yeah, feels very reasonable here. Let's take a look. First demo, not connecting too well. I think full demo production at the front could have been an option. And full galley war now. I think fire galley numbers are really unimportant.
I like this. I like the galley war above the fire galley demo meta. It appeals to the old school galley micro that I really like to watch back in the day. And here we see Capoch backing away, and we've got BacT just kind of patrolling around on this side. Let's look at Capoch's economy here on land. He's actually going for a barracks. He's about to click up to the castle age. BacT is 400 food away. Once again, with the melee, he will be up super quickly, and he's actually going for a market, so might decide to sell some of his res and get up there even faster.
BacT's still open, and we see a stable from Capoch. Like 2 knights, gold, wood, everything super open.
BacT does have outposts over there, so he will have advance warning if the knights come across, if he does notice it in time. Also has a transport on the other shallows and a dock over there. So he will be warned. It's just whether he can stop it. And he has clicked up first. He used the market a little bit, sold some stone, bought some food. He's on the way to the castle age. Capoch is on the way to the castle age as well. But BacT is going to be a minute and a half faster to the next stage. So Capoch, if he's not careful, he could lose water here in this transition period. Although galleys don't feel that bad against more galleys, right? They're more maneuverable. They can dodge some shots, buy yourself enough time.
And I think you have enough to maneuver as well. You can close to use the full map here. Just go to the very far left-hand side corner, and you should be fine to get your upgrades in.
Yeah. Just don't get a little bit too aggressive. And too overconfident, and you should be fine. As BacT is going to reach the castle age right now, immediately goes for the war.
Well, it's cute behind a galley at the back door.
Oh,
that's why it's not shown. He clicked it. He tried to go immediately for the
war galley upgrade. But
no, it actually starts.
It is.
But that's a solid 20 seconds lost, yeah.
Yep. It is a solid 20 seconds lost, and maybe some momentum as well, as Capoch is backing away. BacT is right on him right now. He's getting Bodkin. He's getting War Galley. I'm so confused why he split up his galleys like this in staggered formation. Seems a little bit weird. But he's hunting him down right now, and Capoch, like you said, is going to have plenty of space to move around here on the left side. And he's going to be able to save these galleys. He's also snuck a villager over to backspace, and he's building a stable there within view of the outpost from BacT. Oh. So BacT will be able to respond to that.
Okay.
And he attacks the stable instead of the villager.
Okay, same task as last time.
Oh no, what is his response? It has to be a monastery here, right? It has to be.
Yeah, you can't go barracks.
Yeah.
Maybe pull everything, try to have all the villages under 2 TCs, but then Mangonels become so much more efficient. I think another TC and then monastery feels very reasonable.
Yeah, but you're investing gold and food, or sorry, gold and wood into that monastery and that monk. And you still need to invest those resources on water, but it looks like Capoch had a really bad engagement here initially against the ships from BacT, but he has the superior numbers, and he should be able to clear this up. BacT is not looking great with this initial War Galley army, and he's going to meet up with his reinforcements and decide to move back. I think at this stage, BacT should consider adding in some fire ships as well with these low numbers now.
It's 11 war galleys against 8. Single numbers won't really help. One demo alone could stop it quite easily. It feels tricky for BacT either way.
Yeah, he's going to have to micro against the knights on his base and the water control there. So I think it's just going fires there is easier because they're easier to micro. You just simply patrol into your enemy and try and push him back, keep him away from your fishing ships. The villager is over by the wood line on the right from BacT. He's gone for extensive house walls, repairing against the Knights, trying to get that monastery up to defend himself, and still trying to defend on water. Capoch is pressuring like crazy, and Capoch looks really good here.
Absolutely.
Is in a great position.
Okay, now numbers are so that fire galley could make sense, or fire ships now. That villager is still really ambitious by Capoch.
Yeah, what is she doing?
Building houses.
Just looking for opportunities, I guess. It's going to continue to build houses. BacT stopped repairing on the palisade wall, so the Knights might actually be in here. No, he notices it. His area is getting smaller and smaller here. There's actually a hole on the left side that Capoch could go through. He doesn't notice that yet, though. Continues to fight against the walls, and now his war galleys have taken out the fishing ships from BacT, and the Knights are going to loop around to that hole. The Knights are going to be in on the wood line. BacT manages to pull the villagers away, but Capoch is pressuring like crazy.
Yeah, 3 Knights out now. Might lose his starting TC actually against all the war galleys here. And fish still reasonable enough for Capoch to maybe add some fishing ships behind this. Feels like Capoch is in full control.
Why is BacT adding war galleys in these? I guess he's trying to... He's hoping Capoch will stop investing on water and take his eye off of this for a second, and then he'll pop everything out of the docks. But kind of weird that you have war galleys queued in docks that are surrounded right now. I guess Capoch doesn't know what ships are in there. They could be fire ships. Could be 3 fire ships in each.
Yeah,
so he can't go too deep.
I think there's a spot where maybe adding 1 demo behind could make lots of sense.
Okay, fire galley's out. Villager finally goes down with the converted knight. The monk is recharging a little bit. Maybe thinking about converting a ship. I don't know why he's not converting the knight that's currently killing the villagers in his economy. Okay, retask to that. War galley battle resumes, but Capoch still with... Well, actually, the numbers are even now.
Some micro back. Nice move here by our Vietnamese. And feels like he is holding water. But we also see some expansion for Capoch and maybe a second wave of knights.
Yep. TC in the north. And Capoch thinking about going over to the different islands to get land control. BacT is going to convert another knight here, I think, with the monk. And he's held the water position, like you said. He's still adding war galleys. Does get that knight, but I think the monk will die. Still, the land pressure from Capoch cleared up. BacT is on 2 TCs. He's on 47 villagers. Capoch on 3 TCs now. 68 villagers for him.
Plus 4 fishing ships. Yeah. Economy is so much better. Eco upgrades not looking too hot for either player. Only the first would upgrade in a 30-minute game.
It's a gentleman's agreement. It's a gentleman's agreement. You only get double bid axe. That's it.
Okay, so
nothing else.
Nikov is the best gentleman in Age of Empires 2?
Well, clearly. I thought everyone knew that.
Okay.
Capoch building up stone. He's got 500 stone in the bank. Maybe think about a castle drop. I think that would be a little bit too aggressive. Maybe you want to go with a safer castle at home and then make your way up to the Imperial Age. But I guess he doesn't know completely what BacT is planning here, right? He lost his vision on the land as soon as his knights were gone. He's only got 1 knight patrolling over there, so BacT could theoretically be on stone as well. Or looking to go up to Imperial Age or something.
Can he though? He lost the fish quite early on. He went for lots of water. You killed some villagers. You see, some nice water fight here. BacT with a good micro. You didn't see any farms really when you raided. And you killed the fish of the opponent.
You did see a market though.
Yeah, but still like, he needs to buy like 1,500 food.
I've seen it before. He's got 0 on food right now, Nilly. BacT has 0 on food.
It's not a lot.
No, it's less than a lot.
Okay.
But BacT is taking the better water battles. For me, anyway. Like, every single time I look on water, he's microing 1 unit away. Capoch is just focus firing that. Look, he's got another runner in the front. Or I guess a sailor, you would call it. And BacT, once again, pressuring. He's got 16 war galleys against the 7 from Capoch, and Capoch is going to need to run away. And BacT is going to take firm water control here, but Capoch going for a forward castle on BacT's island, and BacT has nothing to stop this. He has 3 knights here, but they're going to be dealt with by the knights from Capoch. Has a mangonel coming out, but that is just going to be too late.
Yeah, out of position, and Tugnu should be a really strong unit. Score getting incredibly close though, but it feels like Capoch just having so much control on land.
Yep. Capoch, not a lot of food, not a lot of gold in the bank, so he's not going to be able to click up to Imperial Age after he builds that castle. Actually goes to take the berries from BacT, and the mangonel goes down. BacT is now expanding over to that right side with the town center. Still has water control. I'd love to see him transport his monk, if possible. Go get those 4 free relics in the middle. Could be nice, but that is probably a little bit too micro-intensive for him at the moment as he tries to defend on water and land.
40 on food versus 2 on food. Team timing shouldn't be close between the 2 of them. Farm count looks solid.
Though, 12 of those are on berries and a goat in backspace.
Okay.
So, like, not the most efficient food gathering, and it's going to run out pretty soon. Man, this knight is targeting all different villagers here at the back. BacT is trying to convert it. Maybe he gets another knight to his cause. He does. Now he has 3 of them. And Ram is out from Capoch to take down the market from BacT, and BacT goes for a castle of his own.
Okay, now intercepts with his ships as well. Both castles are going to go up. And then the big question, who gets up to Imp earlier? And surprisingly to me, Capoch actually commits to more knights and gets armor.
Yeah, and the ships are in the way. That's the problem for me. Like, his stables are back there. Sure, he's got a stable forward. But the ships are blocking the production from that second stable and blocking any villagers coming across. It feels like, in this situation, if you're Capoch, you got to be focused on Imperial Age, and now he's stalled out production, and now we can see the food income coming into play. You just have to get up and get Trebs out faster than your opponent.
Yeah. Horse color now being researched after we finished 28 farms. Could have been something.
Oh.
Capoch.
Back. I'm looking at backspace. It's on his cubes of farms. It's kind of weird. I don't know. There's a mill right there, brother.
Oh, yeah.
All right. A building went down on the front from Capoch. I'm not sure if that was a market or a university. If it's a market, it could be quite inconvenient for him, as well as the university. No, he has a market at the back, so it might have been the uni. But BacT is controlling this front side of Capoch's base with the water pressure. And I think he wants to get up to Imperial Age Nilly, but there's just no possibility for him as Capoch clicks up now.
Now 23 on food, but that's already lots of berries. Some here on deer. Has some fishing ships, but that's actually only 2. Tries to be a bit annoying with the knights, but...
Oh, apparently it was the castle foundation that BacT had denied, and BacT has potential to deny another one here from Capoch. Yep.
Is it that important, though?
I
Does
think
Capoch
the
really
second
need to
castle...
redock?
At this point, I don't think so. I think you can kill the land, but maybe he's thinking, I get up to the next stage, I get my Imperial Age water text, and then I can take it back. I don't know. Seems weird. It seems like if you just go for a second castle on land, you can pressure back for free.
And
now
Imperial Age. He builds the castle so far away.
Yep.
He will never build a trap from there for the bottom part of the pizza.
Castle will be up as soon as the knights come in, though.
That's nice.
So good timing. He's got a camel there, too. He's going to be able to defend. Goes for a university now. And he will be up to the Imperial Age in 1 minute. BacT is still nowhere close.
34 on food now. Gets a solid amount of farmers. Wouldn't mind seeing him getting those elephants now. I think it's just way better food income than the berries.
You mean that one elephant there? I mean,
One
he's kind of
elephant?
stomping all over.
They're both at the right-hand side.
Huh?
Right-hand side?
Those are boars.
Boars.
Yeah.
You can take them. Get food.
I know,
Fast.
but they're not elephants.
1 elephant, 2 boars.
You said elephants.
I will find another elephant for you.
Okay.
There's another
There's none. There's only 2 that generate on this map, so you're not gonna find it. I'm sorry. Unless you look in like unless you go back in the timeline and capture it.
4 boars.
Anyway, Capoch is in Imp. Capoch is going for Treps. BacT is still not in Imp. He almost has enough stone for another castle, but I feel like it wouldn't even help him at this point. I mean, where to even place it? He's expanded a little bit up to the north. He's gone for Outpost, so he can see the expansion there from Capoch. Still has nominal control over the water, but Capoch being an Imperial Age can probably take that back anytime he wants to. And I think it's only a matter of time before BacT is going to call this game, unless he can make something happen here.
How he will lose so much of his economy. That's lots of his farms. Will lose some gold control, starting disease, production. Also will make it trickier for him to contest water still. Ay. Not looking pretty.
Nope. He did manage to counter the raids over on the right side from Capoch, and he's sending more vills to the north, but Capoch going for a castle there now. Villager count is 86 to 135.
No, Capoch now with an overboom adds another 7 to that. Score is extremely misleading here, Dave.
Just water. Just water things, right?
Is water giving
BacT
you lots
still-
of score?
Well, we've had this conversation before, Nilly.
Oh yeah, okay.
Are camels able to deny a castle? If they have a knight friend, they are. As Capoch needs to run away from that. BacT goes for a second castle in his base. BacT's still not up to Imp. And not close. He doesn't have the gold. He has 0 on gold. He's trying to counter the Chukanu with a Mangonel. Light Cav are going to be coming in here. Trebs are going to be pushing forward. More Chukanu coming in from Capoch. That was a good shot there from BacT. But he doesn't need these Chukanu. He doesn't need them.
Well, he's doing the best thing to not use them in the future.
Loses every single one.
Oh. Holy moly. Okay. And those were like Bracer Chukunu. They shouldn't perform that poorly.
Yeah. I think Capoch is just focused purely on the macro at the moment and not on the military micro. He's looking at his win conditions. He's got the light cav in the back. BacT calls the GG. Well played from Capoch. BacT with the early water control, but it didn't really help him all that much. I think the galley switch was wise from Capoch, and it was good timing and executed well.
That's what I always also say. If chat says like, yeah, nearly your micro was so bad this game. No. I was focusing on macro.
Yep. That's the key, right? Micro doesn't win the game, all right? Macro does, as we saw from Capoch there.
Micro wins battles, macro wins wars.
There we go. And if you're leery, micro wins battles, battles win wars, then wars win the game.
And dancing archers win tournaments.
Yep. Exactly. All right, KD, much better for BacT, but that doesn't matter here as Capoch takes the victory. Economy better in every sense for Capoch, and the Argentinian is tied now with BacT in this best of 5. Regardless of the early wins for BacT there on water with the galleys and being able to mass up that many, Capoch managed to hold him in the side there. Do you think BacT? Do you think those 2 fire galleys lost in the game there, Nilly? He didn't get the firm advantage on water. Do you think that that's the turning point when he made 2 fire galleys?
I think he could have also killed 2 dogs more, right? If he gets the war galley upgrade. Like, galleys take so long. Don't they take like 60 seconds? Am I confused? They take so long. And he had the war galley upgrade queued behind the galley. Couldn't move out. Could have killed 2 dogs. And then he has so much more control and doesn't get flanked by the extra war galleys from Capoch from the top.
Yeah. Maybe a possibility. He did delay that quite a bit. We were waiting for that technology to come in. But like you said, it was queued behind. And yeah, let's go into the draft screen and take a look at what's coming up here for BacT as we go into his first home map. And it looks like he has Mired and Graupel. So Graupel is a bit of a boomier game. And then mired is just craziness with the boars at the beginning. I hope we get to see mired here. And it actually will be Graupool. I see BacT is selected. I'm going to try and get in and pause at 5 seconds and wait for you.
I'm at 5 seconds and I'm already waiting for you.
Oh my goodness. Oh my god. I'm also going to mark down what civs they won with. Capoch won with Chinese and BacT lost with Malay. Okay, so here we go. Graupool, game number 3. We've got Capoch in the blue and BacT in the red. And this is BacT's home map. He's picked the Indians, and I'm ready to go at 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go.
Nice.
Now, on this map, you start with a villager in the middle, 3 villagers in the middle with a transport ship. And you can choose, if you find a good spot, to make a dock on the ice in the middle and then start fishing there. The problem, a lot of the times, is that there's no shore fish here, really. So, you need to go for a dock that's beside the deep fish where your villager can still collect. And sometimes it's hard to find those. So BacT has found that right away. He's going to go for a dock in the center, collect with the villager, and then make his TC over to the right side. To the south, we have Capoch making his TC, and then he's going to manage to find the fish on the external shoreline, and he's going to dock that.
BacT with a nice advantage there for the double dock. Oh, why is he putting the villager away? Couldn't that one work on the... It could work on the deep fish.
Nilly, there's like no fish here. There's like no fish here. Honestly, these fish only have 225 food. And the best strategy I've seen on this is delaying your dock so far. Not making it early.
What? BacT? Well, you have a villager next to deep fish.
Yeah. You'd have to watch previous games. You'd have to watch previous game. It seems really strong to get the dock down early, but I've seen a lot of good players go for a delayed dock on this.
Okay.
Just because there's not so many fish, and you outfish them, and your fish becomes really inefficient really soon. So having your fisherman there, like if you look at the fish from Capoch, right? Once he outfishes that, where's he gonna go? He's gonna have one fishing ship out, and that salmon's already gonna be gone.
Oh, don't build too many fishing ships. I think like cap at 5.
Okay. Also his TC. If you go for that early dock, will be up later than your opponents. But yeah, it's a trade-off, right? It's a trade-off. From what I've seen on this map, having your villager taking in the fish right there isn't completely worth it at the beginning.
Okay. I want to crack some numbers. We'll come back prepared for the quarterfinals.
Okay.
Like on paper, it just feels so natural to have the villager there, but okay. Sometimes players and casters know more than I do.
Than the paper.
Sometimes players can be scissors. Beating the paper?
We can just cut the paper.
Beating the paper?
Oh, beating it. Oh, like
paper, scissors?
Right, like the game.
Oh, Davey.
All right, so Capoch is Japanese. His fishing ships will collect a little bit faster. They will have the extra armor and the extra HP. But BacT is playing as the Indians. And if you look around the shoreline, or not the shoreline, the edges of this map, you can see all those shore fish there. So BacT can go out with a mill. He can get really solid up times if he incorporates that food. And if he ever loses the water, he has food sources to back up to. He's got pretty solid villager production here. He's a boar under his TC already. He's a little bit ahead. He's a full villager ahead of Capoch currently. I think Capoch might have gone for loom. He did.
Well, he had a villager at the shorefish, at the deep fish at the start. He could have been ahead by 3 if he kept that one longer.
But the one who had the villager on the deep fish is the one who was first to get loom.
Okay.
No. So.
No, okay, maybe you are super confused. BacT had a villager in the center that was actually on deep fish.
Yeah.
And he still doesn't have loom. Okay, I think we should maybe switch the topic.
He pulled his away.
After collecting some, yeah.
After collecting like 5 food.
7,
from the deep fish.
Like 5.
Yeah.
5 inch, 7 inch, all the same. Yeah, yeah. You were saying?
Yeah, we should switch topics for sure.
Okay.
All right, another bore in from BacT here. As he discovers the dock from Capoch, but you're always going to be able to scout everything in this pond. It's a very small ring in the center here, and you do start with the transport ship, so there's no problem finding your enemy docks. He is going to see that the fish from Capoch is going to be incredibly inefficient soon, as that tuna is going to be fished out quite soon, and Capoch is going to need to replace his docks way over to the left, or closer to BacT's fishing economy, as BacT's fish are about to expire as well.
Capoch's boar is running back. Oh, he shot it, but the boar went back anyways.
And now he's going back for that boar with 16 HP on the Villa. Needs to make sure to get her back in time. There we go. He's re-aggroed it, and he will turn around. Does he even need one house foundation on that?
No. Just jump.
Should be fine, yeah. Also has a lot of cows coming in, so he's going to have some pretty good food economy set up. BacT, though, is going to click up faster than Capoch. And BacT's going for big walls. Big walls. And he's already on the fish on the backside.
Okay, what does that imply? That he's heavily going for water play?
I think he goes for early water play, and then just to harass the fish a little bit from Capoch, and then he shifts almost completely on land.
Okay. Only 2 on gold. That's a lot of villagers on shorefish. 9 on shorefish? I think BacT will play some fake aggression on water here.
Is he just gonna go
Fast castle?
Yeah,
ignores
he
the
might
water,
have
my
the
friend.
eco for it with the fish.
This should be Monk Siege. I still feel you have to have 3 on gold. Oh, he skipped Loom. He will play fast castle without Loom, Dave.
Well, there's no starting scout here, so he's not worried about that early aggression from Capoch, and he assumes that Capoch will go for the water control. BacT is not scared of any of the wildlife or the boars or anything attacking his villagers, so he skips Loom, and his resources looking really good here as he's only 30 seconds away from the feudal age. He'll get his buildings and he'll look to click up to castle. He's going for a barracks right now, so it's likely going to be stable blacksmith. And he's probably going to go for some early pressure here in Castle Age against Capoch, who is gearing towards water player, I think. He's got already 5 on gold right now. So he's looking for the fire ships.
This could be a repeat of game 1. The question is, like, how much do you have to do on water to sell some aggression? I think you don't even have enough resources left over. Ooh, he goes for fire galley. Cancels the fire galley. He's as decisive as my girlfriend when we try to pick a restaurant.
He doesn't have the wood, Nilly.
Also my girlfriend, yeah.
Yeah, I knew you were going to say that. And he's looking for that second building. He's got almost enough food and enough gold in the bank to go up. He just needs that second building. There it is. Okay, it's the blacksmith. It is stable blacksmith indeed. He's still fishing a little bit. It's on shore fish now. Doesn't have the wood to go for another dock. And Capoch reaches the feudal age, and he's immediately going to go for fire galleys. Now, you are giving up fish if you go for this strategy as BacT. There's not too many left here, but it's enough to give Capoch an eco advantage. Assuming he kills the fishing ships from BacT pretty quickly. As BacT just now clicks up to the castle age. And he's gone for a scout, too. So he's going to find out where Capoch is. I think he already has a suspicion. Yeah, I think he might have lost a cow over there or something. He also saw the dock from Capoch.
Yeah,
but he's going to confirm it with the scout. And then he's going to follow up with some more land pressure in castle. Capoch is not fully walled. He has a hole on the left side.
I think we will see siege anyways. And probably not too many camels here. I think it's double scouts. Would really like to see some villagers go forward now. And yeah, look at Adam and Eve.
They're coming forward. Another scout on the field. BacT is getting so much good information. Capoch is clearing up the fish from BacT. He's trying to keep them alive for as long as possible. He's fully almost fully switched now onto the fishing eco at the back. But look what Capoch has done. He's got a villager making an archery range sneakily north of BacT's base. So maybe he's thinking about defending here and then pushing with archers. But BacT has found the hole. He's clicked through with the scouts, Nilly.
Oh, could
and he's
the
into Capoch's economy. He could, or he could hit the villagers at the back. Capoch is not gonna like to see that.
Yeah. Oh, that's so ugly for him.
Yeah.
He'll lose 1 guaranteed, maybe 2.
I think you lose 2 here, right? That's that guy in the back. You can block with 1 scout, attack with the other.
Oh, can you? TC's close.
He's trying. Yep. Good micro from BacT. Taking down that villager, and now the blacksmith unintentionally denied as he goes for a house over there. Capoch is not going to be able to click up yet. He doesn't have that second building. The blacksmith is at 79%, and here's the siege workshop already.
Archer range, obviously the other building, so he can click up as soon as the blacksmith finishes. Floating quite some food, was waiting for it, and BacT has to be happy with this. The mangonel can deny so much wood.
Yep, he's going for the monastery too. Still has the scouts alive back there, so he can see that Capoch is not on any resources but the ones forward. Mangonel now comes in, kills a villager. Can probably range that TC as well. Capoch needs to make sure he keeps that TC alive. Shouldn't be in threat. I think with 30% already done to Castle Age, he should be able to easily manage to get up there. He has cleared up the water completely. So he does have all this fish, but needs to make sure to keep redocking on the side to keep them efficient.
Is it really worth it? Another 150 wood?
I think 1 dock is worth it on that side.
Yeah. Probably like 4 deep fish still. Yeah, I can see that.
Scorpion out from BacT. Okay.
Well, he spotted a barracks and nothing else.
He's going for the second TC in the back. Still has some shore fish available in that area. Food economy, even with only 4 on food, he still has 270 in the bank. So that's looking okay. And he queues up a second mangonel as he's still attacking the TC from Capoch. Capoch will get up to the castle edge, and Capoch will have 8 soon-to-be crossbows heading into backspace.
But the second TC is just so good.
Yep.
And was the villager spotted? Not really. Town watch finishes though. He will get a heads up. Will he notice?
He should be able to see this on the minimap. The blue dot coming into his base. He's got a camel there. I think he noticed the vill because he has a camel in that direction. He's just not paying attention to this side. He can see the villager. He can see the archers coming in. He's busy on the other side though. Bringing in a relic now, still pressuring the town center from Capoch. BacT has not yet noticed this archer army. Okay, now he pulls vills away.
Oh, we'll lose 2 here? Maybe
1.
even only 1.
Yep. Only loses 1.
Easy peasy.
Denied off that wood line though, and kind of denied off these 2 shorefish over here. So he's going to have to adapt a little bit. The camel is still chilling in the north. Hasn't found that. Well, the villager's chilling too. His back goes for a 3rd TC on the wood line north of his original town center. He's still pressuring the TC from Capoch.
That's a lot of wood investment. As you can see, 14 villages on wood, not enough to go for the full repair. Mangonel dance will now start. Double mangonel against 1. It's easier for the defender, but still really annoying for Capoch.
Yeah, really annoying for Capoch that he needs to keep that TC alive and keep spending wood on that. He wants to be spending wood other places, and repairing that just costs so much. He's going to keep bringing his mangonel forward to try and push BacT away. Meanwhile, at the back, he's got those crossbows just out of range of that TC. Being really annoying there. Great work from Capoch. Also crossbows on the other wood line. Still trying to take a mangonel, though, and almost takes one from BacT.
Capoch at 35 HP, 4 HP gets away. Got 2 kills already on the mangonel. Now the villager should be coming over for the repair. I like BacT's spots.
I do too. 3 TC. Even with this archer pressure here, it feels like you can clear it up. He's got a mangonel going home now to deal with that. And like Capoch is just stuck in this little corner, right? He's got 2 mangonels now, but with that wood line, it's such a difficult place to micro. And you're not really going to get the trades because BacT has more room to maneuver. as long as his focus is on this area.
Get some shots off. No real damage dealt. Maybe now some ground attacks. Not really happening. Capoch goes for more repair. And BacT gets away again.
Mangonel Micro really good from both players here. Really, really good. They're both playing it extremely safe. Full attention on this side. We can see them dodging away from the attack rounds, trying to land some shots of their own. Capoch doing a fantastic job. So is BacT. Neither one has lost to Mangonel, Nilly. Capoch finally losing a villager. BacT finally getting that Mangonel from Capoch. And he's managed to clear up the crossbow army in his base. Just 5 of those left alive now, leaving. Great attack round there from Capoch. Doesn't quite connect, though. BacT still with the Mangonel alive, and he's just going to repair it up with the villager. This is great play from BacT.
28 villagers against 45, and queues are full for all the TCs. More farms being added. It's just so easy to boom here with the Indians. Faster shorefish, villagers are cheaper. Just lovely, even with low economy.
Oh, BacT almost killing his own Mangonel, and he's going to lose another one. Capoch with the comeback, but BacT manages to take that one out. He's only got 1 Mangonel left. Capoch with 2, but it is 3 TC against soon to be 2 from Capoch. Granted, Capoch does have the water, and Capoch still has these crossbows alive that are now microing against this Mangonel. It's going to be really annoying for BacT.
Let's see. Seems like Capoch is not microing. Okay, now he sees it again. Oh, that's going to be double annoyance now.
Yep. Really, really frustrating to have that crossbow army that should have been cleared up if you had something else. Maybe a second Mangonel or a camel even to push them away. Survive. But BacT still has some shorefish he can go to. And he's making another mill, so he's going to get his food economy up there again. Start producing villagers once more. It is 57 villagers against 30 from Capoch.
House now, so has to rush those villagers out. Yeah, maybe a Scorpion might have been better for the defense. I think one single camel died earlier. Obviously not having any real upgrades on those. And actually, yeah, being housed and will be pulled away with those villagers. So, yeah, the development for BacT hindered a bit.
The fishing ships for Capoch have just been traveling such a long distance. They spend more time traveling than they do fishing. It's like, he's had 6, sure, but they haven't been that efficient. They haven't even outfished this ring yet. And we're already almost 30 minutes into the game. So BacT with just a firm eco lead, regardless of the lack of water control. He has now a second Mangonel, pressuring Capoch's economy. Capoch going for that 3rd TC. But BacT is still 62 villagers against 36 from the Argentinian.
Capoch finds more and more villager kills. Can't be too unhappy with that. Overall KD when it comes to economy, 15-7. So those crossbows actually paid off quite nicely.
Yep. Another Mangonel here from BacT. Maybe he'll be able to clear that up while Capoch is not paying attention. They're still focusing on this Mangonel war on the front side. Capoch has managed to keep that town center alive somehow. BacT has managed to keep his pressure there. Capoch will lose 3 of those crossbows. 2 of them escape at very low HP. And now BacT can feel quite secure at home and focus his full attention here on the front side where he's still attacking that starting town center.
Is that a 4th TC? Oh, BacT is just randomly building houses there. Okay. It felt like he prepared those villagers to build a town center at the front. I'm a bit surprised.
I think he's looking to go for a castle, maybe. He takes out another villager from Capoch that was building the outpost. Capoch still repairing his TC.
Man,
oh, this has cost so much wood this game to repair that. BacT will lose a Mangonel here against Capoch. That's good defense. Trying to complete that outpost. This villager will die. Capoch have 46 vills to 77 camels now being added in once again. Great attack round there from BacT, and 4th TC now from BacT.
Oh, and with the expansion of Capoch, he actually opens himself up to give another spot to the Mangonels. Mangonels struggled a bit because it's so tight in this area. The woodline was blocking off. But honestly, if you just attack the other TC, I think Capoch actually might need to add some war galleys.
Man, the attack rounds from both these players have been on point. Capoch just sniped another Mangonel from back there. I think BacT, with the resources he has, it might not even be a bad idea to just get, like... Well, I guess water at this point doesn't really matter. Water will matter more late game, so maybe that's a later in the game transition. If Capoch manages to stabilize here, but... Could be an option for him to get back on there.
Camels moving in. Can they find the Mangonel kill? Not a lot of villagers for the repair, but ooh, back to retreat. Does not want to commit.
I think he's waiting. He's going to keep his army alive, and then he's going to drop a castle forward.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I think I would like to see a delete on that house. I think that feels like a really good spot next to the market.
Oh yeah, in between the two TCs there? Yeah.
Mangonel can't really threat it from the right-hand side, so you only need to dance against the Mangonel from the left. I wouldn't mind that. Oh, Mangonel's diving.
Now the camels are coming in. Camels are coming in, yep. And the camels are going to be able to get back there. I think there's an option even just to ignore the Mangonel and see what you can do in the back of Capoch's base. He's going to lose 2 camels already. He loses a 3rd camel. If you would set all 4 of those back to the fishing economy, I think you could have done a lot of damage there if you're BacT. But he was looking for the Mangonel kill, and he got it. He's now going to find his way back to that wood line, back to the fish. And villagers are coming forward, Nilly. Vills are coming forward. Does he delete the house and place it in between these 2 town centers? Takes out another Mangonel from Capoch. Camel is attacking another one in the back of Capoch's base, and it's going to go right beside the house. Capoch goes for another TC further to the north.
Not a lot of villagers though, only 7, but there's nothing really threatening them.
Yeah, there's nothing to stop it. Yeah. 3 Mangonels, 3 monks, like, really difficult to stop that, right?
Lots of wood floating here for BacT. Macro maybe not the very best, but doesn't really matter. He has so much control. He has a solid 50 population lead.
Mangonel from Capoch is over here, sneakily, just hiding behind that market. He might be able to clear up some of these villas. He takes 1. The monks healed him up, though. This is why the monks are here, Nilly.
Mangonel goes down, though, and now there's nothing really. Although another Mangonel survives, or arrives.
Another one arrives. It's not going to get there in time, though. He'll be able to convert a couple spearmen. He'll bring his own Mangonels around. He'll pull the villagers away, clear this one up, and then go back to the castle casually.
Oh, sick place.
And Capoch calls the GG. Really smart stuff there from BacT. To just realize that he can go underwater and get an incredible FC time and then just go forward and pressure on land and leave the water completely uncontested to Capoch.
Yeah, that was really, really clever by BacT. Realizing how little fish there is. Right, Capoch didn't even think that it's worth it to redock. He had so much wood floating at some points as well. Land wins this game.
You should talk to Tristan like that, because he's been messaging me the last few rounds and he's been so mad about this map because he thinks players are playing it completely wrong.
Okay.
with the water over investment in water.
Yeah.
He doesn't agree with that. He thinks it should be more of a land focus. And
can you wall till the water? Like, can you wall it off completely?
Only in some spots. So you can place a dock on the edge of the ice, right?
Okay.
To complete your wall, like a somewhat of a dock block, but you can't wall on this ice terrain.
Okay.
So that's why BacT went for these walls instead.
Makes water even more important, but also means that cannon guns could get in there. Malay is a really good civ on this map as well, no?
It might be. I think we've seen it once.
Only, okay.
Yeah.
But Indians obviously feel crazy. Yeah.
Indians, Japanese, Max tried Koreans. Max tried a FC build into turtle ships. But BacT just sniffed out every single sneak dock that Max tried to go for and just completely destroyed him. Tristan thinks Celts would be good on this map. There's a few options.
I don't mind Celts, honestly. Like early Castle Age aggression feels very reasonable on this map.
Yeah. Yeah. He even in his set against Nahuel, he even got himself up to 170 villagers.
What do you think about Portuguese with like Oyengun? And you have like 2 good fire galleys at the start?
Baby. I mean, we've seen a lot of Portuguese on Nomad, on just the opening match. Even above like Malians or Persians, people were picking Portuguese.
Wow. As pick 1.
Not as pick 1 in their draft, but like using it instead.
Okay.
Of the other civs. Yeah. And then using them on other maps.
Interesting.
It's been kind of cool to see the meta develop for these maps as you go. You know how tournaments work.
I know.
Kind of gets more refined. Do you?
I've cast some, yeah.
Oh.
I've never been further than a round of 64. And I heard good things.
I heard you got a sweater.
Oh yeah, I made a round of 128 in the qualifier for a Red Bull. Still have a red sweater, yeah. I'm proudly wearing it.
It actually looks so comfy, dude. I'm mad that I didn't even
it's nice.
try and enter to get that far, Then I would have had an objective.
Yeah, it's actually really good. I even considered writing them that I wanted another one if they had some leftovers at Take TV. But then I got a mug and that one was broken and I didn't want to really bother them and others didn't get there, so it felt wrong.
All right, so let's mark off the civs here. We had a win there with Indians for BacT, and we had a loss there for Capoch with the Japanese. And now we go into Capoch's second home map, which is, I believe, Inundation?
Correct.
Inundation. Yep. I love this map. Okay, so last weekend I cast a series between Valis and Rubenstock. And can you guess what civilization Rubenstock went for on this map?
Persians.
Yes. And at one point, Valis was walled into the corner with 14 villagers and an archer. And Rubenstock was trying to wall him in and douche the remaining villagers.
Okay.
It was so ridiculous. Oh, it was so stupid. And you could tell they were just having fun that entire game. All right, so I'm going to wait for you at 5 seconds here.
Okay. Poop rope.
And
thanks for the
really interesting civ picks.
Thank you. Oh, yeah.
As we get into this game number 4, this is going to be exciting. We see BacT playing as the Goths and Capoch as the Aztecs. And I'm ready to go. 3, 2, 1, go. And this is Capoch's second home map. Clearly has a strategy here with the Aztecs. I've seen them work before on this map with the Eagles and Archer play, but I haven't seen the Monk Siege push that I would expect with Aztecs in this situation. Not yet, anyway. And he's up against the Goths, which is just interesting.
Distance is obviously so short. Again, same scenario. You don't need to mass. Some strong units that are mobile are really good. So Aztec feels really reasonable with all this gold. Goth? I don't really see why we picked them here yet.
I guess you carry more from the hunt, and you're going to be like running out to these Ibex. It's really hard to keep replacing your mills around the Ibex.
Okay.
And you want to take them as much as possible. So I guess that's kind of a bonus. Plus you get Loom instantly, which means you're roughly like a villager ahead.
Do you go and take the villager with early Loom and kill Ibex around that TC?
I think
just to have the
once it's after 3 minutes. Once it's after 3 minutes, you can do that.
Yeah, look at that villager. She might move around. She's pushing in 2 Ibex. I wouldn't mind that.
Yep.
That could like decrease the food amount of your opponent by, I wouldn't be surprised if it's 30%.
Yeah, there is. I think food amount is, it's nice to have the Ibex, but you're always going to find enough sheep on the outsides with your horse. And there's going to be boars that you can take. So you see you'll see players luring boars from the outside all the way to the inner TC. We've seen a lot of players lose villagers. Rubenstock lost a villager. Hera lost a villager trying to bring in the boar in his last set, or in the show match, I think, against Winchester, maybe. Is where he
Hera,
lost
the
it.
AoE4 player, you mean?
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay,
Hey,
okay.
it takes one to know one, right? BacT is coming out now with 3 villagers already to the woodliner. Maybe he's even gonna mill out here and just take that boar. He can kill it with 3 goth villagers. Maybe he doesn't even bother bringing that in to the town center. No, he's gonna go for a lumber camp. Yeah, that's way smarter.
I could have gone for like 200
Kill
food
Yeah.
and then built the lumber camp. You have stragglers around here to see, right? Yeah.
Hey, he doesn't see the boar though.
How much
doesn't know about
food do you carry if you're goth? Like,
I think it's like 54, isn't it?
okay.
Or is that with handcart?
Hmm.
I don't know the number without wheelbarrow or handcart.
Okay. It's more than 0.
Yeah, definitely is because it's 30. It's 35 for standard, right?
Yeah.
Huh. I don't know. Anyway, BacT has a villager on the backside of Capoch's town center now. He's going for a house there, so maybe considering killing those ibex with that vill. Capoch has gone for a lumber camp really far back here.
Yeah.
And both players just kind of have their sheep. Well, I guess Capoch is bringing his sheep to the front, but BacT is keeping his sheep on the outside, which is kind of a little bit weird.
Like, could you explain the lumber camp placement for Capoch there? Is it just trying to hide? It just feels so natural to go further back behind your base, no?
Yeah, I don't understand that. I think he was exploring out there with his scout initially, and he knew there was wood there. He didn't really know where the wood was on the right side yet. So maybe he just went for that lumber camp. I don't know. It seems a little bit weird because the walking distance is so much less on this area.
Oh, maybe it's against Goth as well. Because look at
Yeah,
that
maybe.
sneaky villager! The barracks at the right-hand side in no man's land, Dave!
Yep, barracks on the right-hand side. BacT is going to go for some drush shenanigans here with the Goss. And Capoch is lumber camped all the way on the other side of the map. So it's going to take a very long time for BacT to get there. And I think BacT is searching. Like, he didn't find the woodline from Capoch directly behind his base. And he can't see the trees that Capoch is chopping at the very top either. So BacT will have no idea where the wood villagers are from Capoch. This is looking like a pretty smart play from the Argentinian.
Oh, yeah.
If it's intentional.
This is so clever. And goes for the mill there as well now. So feels like he doesn't have enough food, or he feels like a second building there makes more sense because obviously doesn't need a mining camp, already being that close to gold. Interesting play here, and Capoch seems well prepared. Castle Age timing should be really good for our Argentinian.
Yep. And now BacT is searching. It's like, where is the wood line? Surely it's somewhere over there. I see your TC in the middle.
Woodline?
Surely it's over on this side. No, it's not on that side. Okay.
Woodline.
Guess they'll just keep running. Maybe it's back there.
Woodline.
No. Is that how you find a woodline? You
Yeah,
just
yeah.
softly
Try to
call
lure
its
it.
name.
Woodline.
Woodline.
Woodline. Woodline. Yeah, obviously BacT is not doing it. That's why he's not finding it. I'm seeing it. Look at
Clearly.
that. Woodline.
I'm gonna go to sleep tonight,
You never go woodline hunting in your life?
and all I'm gonna hear is you. Woodline. Well, BacT just found the mill, and he's found the woodline. Clearly, he started calling for the berries, if nothing else. And he's going to
Berries?
show up here with the militia, and Capoch will be able to quick wall his villagers in. That was a hot quick wall. Noticing immediately.
But more to
Will they
finish.
be able to complete this though?
Oh, nice horse placement. Another house behind this one, but it's
Yep.
too much now.
Yep, the horse was there from BacT to deny that placement, and Capoch does have looms, so he could theoretically fight against this. He's going to quick wall the villagers on the lumber camp. The militia are not paying attention there, attacking the house rather than the exposed villagers. And now there's a vill here from BacT too. And Capoch has basically managed to save every single villager here, not be harassed. BacT will be stuck in the middle with these militia. Great play from Capoch.
Yeah, creative maneuvering there for sure. Even wanted to trap them, tries to build another gate, thought better of it. Oh, but one villager didn't really get the message.
Nope. And she is going to leave. He's going to attempt to save her. Maybe this is all a bait. Yeah, he's going to bring her back to the town center. Maybe lose her in the process because the horse, or not the horse, it's there to block. Being very rude to that horse right there. And he's going to successfully wall up everything behind it.
Isn't there like a hilarious comic where like some females not wearing too much are running into an old Greek city, and then the Centurio comes in and says, "Send it in the Trojan horse!" Because he felt misunderstood. And the Trojan horse were sent in?
I'm sure there is, Nilly.
I will show you the picture. Maybe it's better than me trying to explain it.
I definitely want to see the picture of that. Yep.
Okay.
All right, so both players reached the feudal age. And as you said, the eco setup for Capoch, the castle age should be in. He's going for a blacksmith right now. He has enough for a market if he wants to go for that, and then he can go for a monk siege play maybe down the middle as BacT gets town watch, and BacT's resources are actually looking really good as well. I guess he was carrying a lot of food from his hunters because he dropped off, and suddenly 600 food in the bank for him.
3 militia, not most investment with Goth obviously, and we saw quite some quick modes. Villagers had to run. One villager went down. And still, the big comparison, right? Sheep income versus Ibex income.
And we got Ibex income here for BacT as he continues to move around this center area. And just full-on sheep here for Capoch. Capoch also has that villager that was chasing the Vil from BacT all the way around the map. And now it's in the back of BacT's wood setup here in the south. So got to be a little bit worried about that, but I think Capoch should be focusing just pushing down the middle towards that town center from the Vietnamese player.
Yeah, it just feels such a natural thing, right? Can't really go for too much more army. What will Men-at-Arms really achieve here?
I'm surprised he's getting those. Maybe he's trying to catch him off guard. Thinks he's focused somewhere else, maybe hoping the Men-at-Arms get in there. I mean, I guess you cause repair. He goes for another Men-at-Arms, predicting the Eagles, I suppose.
Okay. Feels a bit like a counter pick then. So lots of villagers on gold. Food price has to get high in the market pretty soon. Ooh! How long was I gone? If you click on the market, you see the actual prices.
Dude, Capoch is blocking the poor villager from BacT with the horse at this stage in the game. And now the other horse is coming to get involved. The Men-at-Arms is coming to get involved. But the boar does kill the villager. Great play there from Capoch. And indeed, you do see the prices there. And I didn't even know that was a function, Nilly. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah,
I'm
really
glad
nice.
you figured that out. It's very convenient.
Yeah, absolutely. So double monastery from our AdSex player, no surprise. Siege Workshop as the answer, question mark. Obviously only an answer till we get redemption.
All right, Men-at-Arms pressuring there. They're still pressuring at the back, and now BacT has gone for a villager back there too. He's gonna wall that stuff in.
But why? Isn't he like forcing a reaction?
I don't understand. I don't understand that. But I guess. I mean, you do you, BacT.
Oh, nice conversion switch here by Capoch. Kills one Man-at-Arm, gets the conversion on the other one. Now Siege Workshop by him. Oh,
and now
interesting.
BacT is going for a monastery of his own. So you're gonna have Goth Siege Monk push versus Aztec Siege Monk push.
Doesn't sound too fair to me.
It doesn't sound very appealing at all. As the Mangano comes in here, Capoch garrisons the villagers right away. He does lose one, though, to that other shot. And good attack round there from BacT on the Men-at-Arm is going to push him away. Another villager goes down for Capoch. Maybe a little bit distracted as he loses two villagers on the berries.
Uh-oh. Nice moves. Okay. So goes for some aggression there still. Mangonels are coming in. I don't really think they should work. And I think Capoch just going like 3 Monastery would make lots of sense. I see no chance for BacT holding this.
There's also a 1 HP Eagle in BacT's woodline that is killed a villager.
Aye.
And we'll try and go back again. I don't think he was paying attention to the HP. The men-at-arms are almost in on the berries up at the top. Monks are pushing back the men-at-arms in the center. Capoch at 32 villagers, stalling out villager production now. He doesn't have enough food. BacT is at 34 vills, and he's got 0 on food. Both of these players are going to struggle to keep making vills here, Nilly, to keep adding economy.
We will take a look at the food price. Already at 157, obviously starts at 130. Every single time you buy it gets more expensive for everyone in the game. And BacT is running towards the top Mangonel dance now.
And how did that not kill him? That shot from Capoch landed right on the Mangonel from BacT. And look at the HP, 4 out of 100 combined for these 2 Mangonels.
Oh, crazy save there. And yeah, I'm really happy that we didn't play the Mangonel dodgeball, but the Bombard Cannon dodgeball. Otherwise, it would have been scary here against Capoch or BacT.
We got the Mangonel coming out here from BacT, but that's never going to make it. That Siege Workshop goes down. He needs to run with these villagers. He's just completely abandoning his home base here, his town center. And the villagers are confused where to go. And there's so many monks there from Capoch. Capoch can't make vills, Nilly, with this food eco, but he can convert them.
Sometimes even better.
Villager now from BacT is up near the men-at-arms in the north. Capoch, I think the one thing for him is that he only has 6 on wood, and he's been unable to get more out there because of the men-at-arm pressure, right?
Oh yeah.
So it's tough for him to sustain the siege production. He's gonna have to use the market for everything. You can see him continuing to buy wood and buy food. Whereas BacT with the TC now on the outer ring should be able to have decent wood income and okay-ish food eco. He's still pressuring that area in the north.
3 men-at-arms. Quick Watson time.
Yep. Great stuff there from Capoch. He's managed to keep these vills safe in the midst of everything else going on. He's now shifting all of his focus over to the woodline from BacT, which he saw before with the Eagle. BacT is now on stone. With all of those villagers that were previously on wood, and he's full rat gameplay here, Nilly. He's going to every single corner. He's looking for other areas to expand to, and just avoid the one-dimensional push here from Capoch.
Oh, that still might be 11 trap villagers there at the bottom. Eagle did not scout that?
Yep, he doesn't know where they went. He has no idea. He thought they might still be on wood. He comes back now with the monks. The villagers are not there. So he's going to scout a little bit to the right side, but he didn't see the other group of villagers either. And now he sees the TC from BacT with his horse, and he might assume that all the vills made it over there. And I think that would be a big mistake because there's still villagers over to the right from BacT, and there's still villagers, of course, on that stone as well.
But how good are Huskarls now going to be? Obviously great against Eagles and...
Not good against monks, though.
Yeah. Especially like already 55 HP on them. Huskarls, they will take quite some time to slice them down.
Castle would be good in defense, though. And he's going for the castle. That's never... Unless Capoch doesn't respond in time, surely that doesn't go up, right?
I would assume it goes up.
Can stall it out with the monks. He just needs to delay until the Mangonels get there.
Oh, not the greatest micro by BacT. Oh, and BacT doesn't know about the Mangonels or what?
It's at 50%. The Mangonels are coming. The Mangonels are coming here, Nilly. But Capoch, did he waste all his faith? He wasted all his faith on one villager. He can't convert, Nilly. He can't stall this out with the monks. The castle is at 83% Capoch. A little bit of miss micro there. The Mangonels are now firing on the villager's castle. Is at 95%. Men-at-arms even coming from the north. The castle's been temporarily denied, but I think BacT should be able to get this up. Eject right now and try and kill the Mangonels. You have so many vills in that TC. You have 10 villagers queued in that TC right now.
Ground attacks maybe now. Switches around. Yeah, castle will go up. Not even close.
I mean, I guess those Mangonel or the men-at-arms did have to abandon attacking the north side, so Capoch can finally take his eye off of that, and they've killed all 3 of the Mangonels now. We have ourselves a game here. Capoch at 42 villagers, BacT at 40. And Capoch finally goes for a TC on the outer ring, but BacT is just waiting there with the villager. She's like, don't you dare.
What's the play for BacT now? Like, I don't think Huskarls are any good. I think actually his second cast and just somehow try to boom could make sense.
I think he
goes for
it's not even a possibility to get like a forward castle down somewhere because you're taking such a risk, right? He's got all those monks still alive. I don't know. It's going to be tough.
Or maybe you lost your starting TC. Taking some risks is not the craziest thing ever.
You definitely need a castle in the center, though. You need access to gold. There's no gold on the outside.
There's enough stone pretty soon again. Oh, nice move here to focus down the market. Food price at 188, wood at 173.
Yep. Capoch is still buying food. Lots of food in the bank for BacT. He canceled some of the villagers that were queued. That's why. Well, I mean, if Capoch keeps buying food, I guess your gold flank could be selling food.
Okay, now 651 stone. Castle next to the TC at the top, most likely. Villagers are moving in that direction. No army to be seen.
Yep.
1 monk.
Men-at-arms there to support a little bit as well. We've got 1 monk over there from Capoch. He's even bringing in the relics. Should be great. And there's the TC indeed. And that's the... it's one of the TCs Capoch has on the outside. He also has another one on the outside. So he still will have wood access. It's not going to be terrible once this TC is denied here.
Doesn't collect the relic there. Something I would like to see. Just collect that one, run away, give up the town center. He shouldn't really lose any villagers with this.
Yeah. 1 villager goes down from back there to the converted man-at-arm. Another town center in the north here from Capoch. And Capoch, I think, is playing this correctly. He's just consolidating his hold, bringing in the relics right now, going for extra TCs, knowing that even if BacT gets into Huskarls, he can counter that pretty effectively, and he's just going to slowly make his way up to the next stage.
Scout switch for BacT.
Scout switch.
He actually adds stables at the left-hand side, and he has 0 villagers on gold. So it has to be scouts here.
Yeah,
and maybe squeeze in some cell to go for light calves. I like that he's adding some eco upgrades. Actually, not too bad.
And it's redemption from Capoch. In response to what? Does he want to convert the houses from BacT? I mean,
5 more HP?
I mean, you have the he could actually legitimately like convert all these houses immediately when he gets it in the middle. Maybe get that mill? I don't understand.
Yeah, take away the vision a bit as well.
Okay.
Still think
Capoch still buying food and wood, dude. Oh my, 211 gold for 100 food.
It's yeah, wild.
How much does that sell for? BacT can like
117.
Yeah, decent gold now.
That's who's collecting those taxes? Like buy for 220, sell for 117?
For judging from my experience, it's probably the Canadian Revenue Agency.
Okay. Did you ever have 224 gold in your life?
Well, if I did, they'd take half of it.
Okay.
All right. Here's another TC from BacT in the south. That's my that's the 3rd TC from him. And look at the gold income. It's just absolutely insane. With the 5 relics as the Aztecs from Capoch and the 30 on gold right now, he can afford to just keep buying himself the resources he needs. He's going to see the light cav. there from BacT with the one villager going forward for the outpost. And he's going to bring his monks back to the center area here. He's now going for squires. 1,300 gold in the bank. My man can almost buy his way up to Imperial Age with the prices being at 231 gold for 100 food.
Crazy eco upgrades by BacT. Now goes for the 5th one, compared to only 2 in the bank for Capoch. Now another barracks in the center.
And there's the castle from Capoch, and that's going to enable a unit that can just rip the Huskarl potential from BacT. Longswords from BacT. Oh, God.
Doesn't feel great. Now, light cap shown in the center. Only found 1 monk kill, though.
Yep. We'll find a few villager kills on the gold there. I don't think losing gold villagers is the worst thing in the world, though, from Capoch. And Capoch now coming over with the monks, and that's just too many monks to deal with. Even though you have light cab, you want to catch them out in the open. You don't want them in confined areas like that.
Only 1 villager died there, right? That was really spun. Look at buying food! 254.
Okay, how much did he spend there? Can someone tell me how much gold he spent? And he still has 1,000 gold in the bank, Nilly.
Well, 6 times... Oh, no, he continues buying. That was roughly 7 times 250 gold.
And look, BacT is selling 100 food for 141 gold.
Where does all this money go? Microsoft!
Oh, man. That was just too much. Okay, the light cav are coming in. They're pathing around the gold on the wrong side, though. He needs to get out. He needs to get out right now, and he gets out before they convert anything. Light cav have resistance to monks, so he can do that. He's going to escape to the outside, but Capoch is 2 minutes away from the Imperial Age. BacT is still only at 207 gold. No gold miners in the middle, and no opportunities for attack on the outside. Not with the Jaguars coming in and the castle already there from Capoch. I wonder if BacT can see that. He can see the castle. So I'm curious as to why he's still building up longswords over there.
Do we somewhere see 8 petards or some rams prepared or anything that's
going for 4 barracks in the bottom.
What? Why?
4?
I think he's expecting this to be an Eagle Castle play.
I mean, maybe, but you see how many town centers Capoch has. You see all the villagers over there with your houses in the north. You see the stuff in the middle. I think you have to expect that your opponent has a better eco than you.
See. Yeah, I also saw like 30 in the center, yeah. Yeah, right now you're seeing like 50 villagers. Yeah.
And Imperial Age is about to come in. He's added Huskarls as well in his first castle over there on the left side. He's got some light cav raiding in the back here on the farms, but BacT is at 92 villagers versus 118, and Capoch is an Imperial Age, and Capoch is still buying food, Nilly.
Yeah, 266 now the price. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Eagle's getting more raids, and I love the castle in the center, securing him more and more gold. Obviously, relics still generating quite nicely, and yeah, that Huskar raid will easily be stopped by the Jaguars.
God, the sound they make is so satisfying. Dun 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 dun. Attacking that house. Look at the amount of gold that BacT just got. He sold a bunch of wood, a bunch of food. He's now up to 660 gold. He's thinking about going up to Imperial Age himself. He's now selling more food for some gold. As he queues up more Huskarls and now queues up Knights.
That just feels wrong. That just feels so wrong. Not really sure what a good unit would be, though. I think imping and then going for an army composition could make sense. Like, hand cannoneers is a unit that sounds reasonable, but obviously getting there takes 5 minutes.
It's just, it must be tough for BacT, though, because you have 3 different areas you need to look at, right? So it's hard to get an ideal army composition when your army is not going to be centered anywhere. right? So he's just trying to stall out the momentum from Capoch, trying to deny the resources on the outer ring and raid as much as possible. He now clicks up to Imperial Age. Capoch going for the final infantry upgrade and queues up 7 more Jaguar warriors. And the Jaguars are the problem here against Goths. They can theoretically go into hand cannons later. But that's going to take a whole lot of time. And until that time, the Jaguars are just going to rip anything that you have.
No, really not pretty at all. What could be the steps for BacT here? Yeah, Imgoth is nice, but as you said, he's so thinly spread here. Without any gold control. Your trash isn't that great. 5 relics of Adsex. Oh, it just feels like such a major uphill battle.
Yeah. And it's not like you can't even make a dock on this map. So you can't even try for some like weird sort of water control or anything. You can't do any of that. The Eagles now come in under the MTC. They're just going to raid some villagers here. BacT is going to lose a whole lot more. He's up to 108 vills. Capoch is stalled out at 134, but we see that 27 Jaguars on the field right now. And he's getting elite. When is the last time we saw that, Nilly? Elite Jaguar warrior coming in. Not as big of an upgrade as it was before, since Jaguars got a little bit buffed in terms of the HP value in the recent patch, but still pretty good.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's even tougher for Goths. Sometimes you feel like, okay, against normal Jaguars, you could spam with champions, but that's now completely out of the question. We see more and more longswords, so their life will be even tougher now, and I'm not even sure, like, how many slices do Elite Jaguar warriors need? I think with Garland Wars, I would assume, like, 3 to kill a champion?
Against a champion? Yeah, I think it's 3. They have 12 plus 8. I think it's 3. They just
20 plus extra damage. Yeah.
Oh god, this is gonna be a slaughter. The longswords are here and the Jaguars are chasing after it. Oh my goodness. The BacT just needs to run away, and there's eagle raids over here in the top corner. Jaguar is still ripping these longswords. BacT will not even be able to take a single unit. He's just gonna hide here. They're making a last stand here.
They wanted to be upgraded at least. Damn, this isn't pretty. Elite Eagle Warrior upgrade as well. You name it, Capoch has it. He's just in full control. He can raid everywhere. All the production in the center. And BacT, quite some fighting spirit, we have to say.
Yeah, he's staying in it. I mean, you have 97 villagers as Goth. I guess you still have 48 on food. You're thinking anything's possible. I mean, he's still at 23 two-handed swordsmen right now. And they're producing in these barracks currently, so maybe he can make something happen. I think as soon as his main army dies, though, he's going to give this up. Where are the two-handed swordsmen? I see some in the barracks, but...
Yeah, some raiding in the center.
Some yeah, on the TC, I see.
Yeah, found some villager kills. But still, like, one Jaguar will clear those up.
Yep. And you're losing your town center in the south. Capoch knows about your eco in the corner to the west, and it's only a matter of time before he shifts his focus over there. Especially after he clears up all this stuff. Those two-handed swordsmen that just popped out of the barracks. They should have stayed inside. Honestly, they should have stayed inside.
Well, sadly, they didn't have the streamer life.
Yep. Still some raids going on with the Husk Girls, but yeah, once again, just one Jaguar Warrior clears that up. BacT will go for more barrack. He's still fighting.
Yeah, but Pop is decreasing, and he just sees such a crazy army coming over.
Okay,
Shouldn't
so
really have an
BacT,
answer.
I think he collected about, what, 300 gold before, as he calls the GG. He collected, I think, 300 gold before he abandoned the middle area. I want to see what the gold collected value is, and that'll tell us exactly what he got out of the market.
Yeah. Also, this is a beautiful situation for the chat to predict how much relic gold Capoch had this game. So both chats, give us some numbers.
We need a gold collected amount for BacT from the market, and we need a relic gold. So, okay, you're giving me numbers, but I don't know which one. 6K relic gold? I don't think it's 6K. It'd be around like
It's-
3K maybe.
It's 30 minutes, 5 relics, add stacks. I will look at
3K
them.
relic gold, 12K for Capoch. Not 12K. That's for sure. Okay, let's take a look. Okay, so we have the military there. Clearly better much better KD for Capoch. And we go to economy and we see for BacT, Nilly, BacT made like 5,600 gold
Only by selling.
from
Yeah.
just selling.
Yeah.
That is actually insane. That is nutso. And that tells you how much Capoch was buying. And Capoch had 4K relic gold in addition to everything he collected in the middle. 26,500 gold collected for Capoch.
Yeah, pretty crazy. But that's how ad stacks roll. And I think the approach with the sneaky barracks was nice.
Yep.
Oh. Lots of beautiful numbers here.
Yeah, 20,000 food exactly on the dot
Yeah.
from back.
And also feudal age timing for Capoch. Nice.
Oh, it's leet.
It's elite.
All the Zoomers in chat are like, what is leet?
What? Why?
Actually,
what
let's
is
not lie to ourselves. There's no Zoomers here.
maybe misclicks.
Yeah. Great game, though. Really great
good.
stuff. We're going to game number 5 now. It's been a good series.
Was over
to
at
be
minute
honest.
22, but entertaining.
Yep.
Up to that point, it was entertaining. The first 22 minutes. Oh.
You're supposed to hype it up, dude.
Okay, my bad. Well, during the game, I pretended.
Mm.
Hmm.
It was fun watching the market prices go up and down.
Yeah, nice.
All right. So 2-2, and we head into the last game, game number 5 here. We got a loss for Goss, and we had a win for Aztecs. And the final game will be on Mired, and BacT has Mongols. Now, there's 10 boars in the center here, Nilly. And Mongols are very, very strong in this map. But Capoch does have Berbers, which can go out with the faster villager speed and lame a lot of the boars. Now, we'll see a lot of the times the Mongols player here loses one, if not more, villagers because they refuse to get loom for some weird reason. And the other player is able to do some damage early. So we'll see if that's the case as well in this. I'm going to get into the game number 5, and I'll be waiting at 5 seconds.
Wow. Someone still remembers the old Age of Empires 2 games where people talked about strategies and stuff in Dark Age? Now we even start to analyze the matchup and the maps before we actually jump into the game. Must be intense Dark Age here. All the boars around.
Yes, it doth get fairly crazy. Here,
doth?
Nilly. Yes. Do you know doth?
3, 2, 1, go.
So, for an example for you,
Doth. How do you
like last game, if you were to ask what is BacT's civilization, I would say he doth be goth.
Are you Shakespeare? Are you? Is this the Shakespeare everyone is talking about?
Only when I get really high, I call myself Bakespeare. Start writing poetry.
Okay, could you maybe try to explain or elaborate like what doth be goth?
Okay, well we'll go over this this in the intermission. I think I'll explain doth to you. And Capoch actually dropping a good luck, have fun. BacT with the amazing micro. Well, he's only making the TC. It took him 1 minute and 22 seconds to respond.
You won. Oh. Oh. Like if this happens in Hidden Cup, we go wild and thinking who's trolling whom.
Yeah.
This is just BacT.
All right, so BacT has also gone for the town center. We've seen this with Mongols a lot. Just the first place he could find it. Doesn't even wait for a woodline. Immediately starts luring in a boar. Immediately starts shooting it with the TC. And he's going to be able to snag that. Wouldn't be surprised to see him go out with another one pretty soon. He's also got his horse nearby to Capoch's base. And he's going to see that boar leaving. And he'll find the town center. So ability to lame engaged here for BacT. And Capoch is going to find the villager.
Okay. It smells like some interesting blocking here. Oh, BacT? Not too ambitious.
No, he saw the horse there from Capoch. He's actually sending out a second villager. So he's gonna kind of split his efforts here. Block the boar a little bit. That de-aggroes. Capoch is still blocking the villager. Capoch not going out for another boar yet with his vill. And BacT is gonna steal his, but BacT doesn't notice the hits. The initial hit on the male villager, and is just trying to block the boar from hitting the female villager in the north. And he might be able to get both of them back. He's going to struggle to kill the boars, though, while microing the horse.
Oh!
Yeah, loses one. And almost loses the second one, too, under the TC Nilly.
Okay.
Get loom! Get loom! I've seen this so many times. Get loom!
This is, like, why exactly didn't we get Loom here?
I saw Lix lose 3 villagers in 5 seconds.
Okay.
In this map with Mongols.
But why?
Just get loom. I don't understand why. They just play so greedy. But, I mean, it's fun for me to watch, so maybe I shouldn't be telling them to get loom. Here we go with BacT luring another boar. He's waiting with the guy in the south. Capoch isn't able to block the woman in the north, and BacT is going to...
Get shellfish.
Yes.
It's the fastest food in the game.
It is.
Clever thinking, BacT.
Yep, and when your villager dies, you can feel even more disappointed because it had 10 food in its arms as it comes back from luring that boar. Anyway, BacT is pressuring. He's trying to block the villager. Capoch does have loom, and BacT brings in the final boar in the south, but there's 3 more there in the north that he can bring in. So great focus here from BacT to take away the boars from his opponent and have some in the north left over that are going to be very difficult for Capoch to go out and get.
Damn, I really love those Civ rules. Like, that we won't see mass Mongols potentially in another day.
Well, on this map, Mongols are strong, but they haven't won every game, right? Goths seem like a good counter pick to them.
Oh, really?
Here.
Okay.
Yep.
Because they have loom?
Instant loom, yeah. Basically, instant loom, yeah. And you can just send villagers out right at the beginning.
Okay.
And you kill the boars under your TC easily, which means less micro at the beginning. You can block with your horse earlier, you know? But we'll see as we get deeper into the rounds.
Huh. Interesting. So tell me a bit about the water. Can we dock?
You can dock, but I haven't seen it yet. These games are usually over by Castle Age. I think I've only seen one go to Imperial Age, so we'll see what the difference is here. All right, so final boar is being brought in. BacT has this horse to run cover. He should be fine. Still no loom, by the way. There are wolves on this map as well. On the outside, jaguars or whatnot.
Okay.
So, got to be careful about that. Love to see loom come in, for sure.
Why are we rushing out the barracks here for BacT? Oh, it's your second building. Okay. Then I can see it.
Yeah. And he's going to click up. He is going to click up.
Okay, all the boars are gone. Capoch TCs, I don't know. He's completely idling. And he's not building anything? He's not finishing the barracks. He rushed the house. Is now rushing the lumber camp. He could have finished the barracks. He queues up another villager now.
Dark Age building. And, yep. He is now going to go up to the next stage. BacT is faster than him, though, and will have the militia in front.
Felt like that was a solid 35 seconds late here. Capoch. Does he send 5 villagers on gold? That would feel like a lot. Okay, sends another one for walling. Uh-oh, looks ambitious.
Yep, here we go. And the militia are going to intercept. They are going to intercept. We're going to have a horse here as well from BacT, and it's going to be able to block the villagers, so the militia should be able to get that kill. Feudal Age is almost in for BacT now.
Berber villager helping out a bit. Will it be enough? 11 HP. Someone hits me. Oh, downhill hits him.
Yep.
Boing.
And there we go. Capoch will reach the Feudal Age in 30 seconds. Men-at-Arms upgrade is coming in. And does BacT see the gold miners at the back? He does. With Men-at-Arms, he's going to be able to put so much pressure. Like, 2 of these villagers will need to repair. And he's just going to ignore it? What? Huh?
Interesting.
What? So weird. Okay, saw the barracks over here, maybe? There we go. And, oh my god, he just lost 4 villagers to a Jaguar.
What?
I see. I would love to be super excited about this, Snilly, but my chat has been spoiling this for the last minute. BacT just lost 4 villagers to a Jaguar. I presume they were the weak ones from under his TC. And yeah, that's minus 4 vills.
Okay.
BacT.
Time to get some banhammers out in your chat.
Yeah, it's just, yeah, I'm disappointed, but whatever.
I'm disappointed for you as well.
Men-at-Arms attacking the wall now, and Capoch is going to be able to repair. Capoch must think he's behind BacT in terms of economy, but he's actually ahead because of that one Jaguar. And we'll see what BacT can do. He's got a good position still with the skirmishers coming out and the Men-at-Arms in the back.
Okay. After the game, let's jump back to like 12:30 or something.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't even know what, but you will tell me the hotkeys how to jump back. Okay, some more horse blocking now. Archers trying to defend a bit. Just felt like such an easy thing to go for those palisade walls.
Yep. Okay, Men-at-Arms still looping around. There's archers there, and the skirmishers are still garrisoned. Oh no, the skirmishers looped around to the right side. Okay. So he's going to bring the Men-at-Arms to support. Kind of pull the archers over in this direction. Still no fletching on those. BacT does have fletching on his skirmishers, so he should be able to push those away. And now with a combo of Men-at-Arms and skirmishers, he'll be able to provide pressure onto these berries here. But, excuse me, BacT's resource is not looking as good as Capoch's right now.
Yeah, but honestly, like, Capoch, what are you doing with your resources? Like, more gold? Like, more archers are actually not a great thing. You need skirmishers here.
Oh, he overforaged. He overforaged. Oh my goodness, this might be... We saw 4 dead villagers for BacT before. This might be 4 dead villagers for Capoch.
Oh, can we microwave that? Horse is trying to block villager. Might still get home, focusing down the archers. Men-at-Arms still getting some damage done at the bottom. Horse goes down. Nice defense by Capoch.
Yeah, and he didn't even kill the weak one that he was attacking. Didn't even kill the weak one. Now he targets the horse. Capoch might be able to save all 4 of these vills. Actually tragic there for BacT.
Still lots of control, and he got some archer kills. But yeah, it felt like it could have been a game-ending moment. But nice maneuver surely by Capoch.
Imagine if BacT had those 4 vills still alive. The types of Jaguar. Imagine how good his lead would be right now if he still had those. Capoch's house now, that's going to cause a little bit of idle TC. And look at the idle TC time for him. 1 minute and 40 seconds versus 24 only for BacT.
Still a villager ahead. And Capoch tried to expand there, tried to build some farms on the outside. I think 2 actually got sniped by BacT. And Capoch not looking too hard when it comes to his wood income. And look at that, archers shooting over the wood line. Something I haven't seen in months.
Oh yeah, I guess that's never something I really considered in AoE4. You can shoot over the woodlines. That's just remembering, Nilly. Remembering now. And Berber villagers, once again, they're making an escape.
Ooh.
And she died. Okay.
Not the best escape ever.
All right. Skirmishers still kind of pushing the army away from Capoch. Now the mining camp is a little bit exposed. He still has 2 men-at-arms there. BacT, so he's going to head over there to try and deal with those. But Berber villagers once again running away from his opponent. Archer's still harassing the woodline, and he managed to kill a villager on the woodline. Should probably put those archers on stand ground, and he can continue to harass in that area without accidentally running in.
Men-at-arms.
Yeah, decent damage still with them. Decent value with these men-at-arms.
So many low HP villagers at the woodline now. And I don't really see how Capoch gets lots of control over there. And in a spot where it felt like one archer range skirm defense should easily defend this, I think the double archer range is really... Oh yeah. How many votes are going to die?
Well, until BacT notices, he pulls that one vill away, and he didn't ungarrison his archers. Now he sends her back.
Wow.
Trying to bait the archers maybe from Capoch. But in the meantime, he's still fighting at Capoch's base. Still has those 2 archers alive. Still has the 2 men-at-arms alive. But will lose the skirmishers. I think Capoch is going to be fairly secure now. And resources for both players looking decent.
Yeah, BacT in such a good spot. Annoying at the woodline again. Men-at-arms finally dying. And that makes the skirmishers for Capoch so much better.
Really weak archers in the middle. Okay, that weak one goes down. BacT still patrolling, still controlling the map here. Capoch is stuck. His eco looks okay. He's got a decent amount of farms now to support himself. Just now getting horse collars, so that's going to hurt in a couple minutes, but he just has no map control, it feels like. Okay, now goes for a tower. That'll secure the gold. Okay, there we go.
Isn't walling better? Do you really need a tower if you have 6 skirms, 2 archers there?
That is a good point. You could wall between those wood lines and then to the edge of the map.
Yeah. Also, like, I think you had enough army to defend now, unless your opponent is going for a scout switch, which is really unlikely with this distance.
BacT is going to click up first. Should be able to. Capoch trying to use the market to help him out a little bit there. And BacT is up to the castle age, and BacT has somehow managed to retain his position in this game, even after losing 4 villagers to a jaguar. Which I've never seen before in my life.
I still haven't seen it.
Yeah, we'll have to see the micro on that guy unit. We'll have to see it.
BacT has to be shocked in Capoch as well by the prices. Markets have been dropping rapidly over the last 30 minutes.
It's crashing, I think you would call it.
Yeah.
Look at this. The archer's looping all the way around from back. So sneaky. And where's the army? Where's the army from Capoch? It's at the front of his base. There is a tower there from Capoch, but this is a big army from BacT.
Lots of archers.
And Capoch notices it now, garrisons inside that tower, but BacT is going to have an army in the back here, and he's only a minute away from Castle Age.
Oh, could be some losses though. Not a single villager dead. Give me another house. Everything survived.
Yep, Capoch has been so good this game. Look at the eco KD. BacT has only killed 3 villagers with all of this pressure. It's been insane, the amount of he's saved. And now Capoch is going to find the hunt in the north, Nilly.
Wow.
And he's going to be able to take out villagers from BacT. This is really good play from Capoch. And he's going for armor now for cavalry, so he's going to switch on to knights to open up in Castle Age.
Oh, BacT, can he not save those villagers, honestly? It's mainly skirms. I think one could have made it home. He now sends more army to defend. BacT's still around with his army. Isn't this maybe the spot where you go triple stable even if you're Berbers?
Can you sustain it with that many farms?
Use the market.
I don't think so. Yeah, but the market's already kind of been nuked, right?
Yeah, it's not pretty.
Well, BacT might save 2 of those vills in the north. I think he will. He's going to pull his crossbows and skirmishers over there. Still has an army at the back of Capoch's base. Capoch is completely denied off wood at the moment. He does have some in the bank, so that's good. Going to lose the army in the north if he's not careful. And BacT is still harassing. He's actually killed 1 farmer. There's 3 knights in the queue here from Capoch, but it's going to be really hard for him to keep up production with these farm numbers.
It just felt like Capoch forced too much. Like the defensive tower, and then trying to counterattack with skirms I'd rather would have seen him stay at home with the skirms and save the tower.
Oh, okay, good. He's
Survived.
defeat the tiger over in the north. I was a little bit worried about that. And BacT is now pulling his army away from the back of Capoch's base. He found no villager kills with that. Actually, maybe one on the wood line. But he's going to pull it away and try and survive. Try and meet up with his other force and then push down the middle. He goes for a second TC on the stone. Army from Capoch looping around to that wood line. There's one weak villager there. Maybe he can take, but he's just going to continue the quest to the back of BacT's eco and bring his knights along for the ride as well.
Let's see, knights to the center. I think some camels could be good for BacT here, right? Or maybe CA. Just feels like crossbows are not really doing the job anymore.
Well, I mean, he's gone onto stone with his second TC, so maybe he's thinking Magadai at some point.
Okay.
Also has a monastery, which could help against the knights. And now that the archers and skirmishers are completely cleared up, maybe he can just add in some monks to help out. He's got one monk on the front there, and it's a forward siege workshop, the second siege workshop of the game for Capoch. So this is the one TC play for him.
Yeah, you obviously saw the tower, right? So you know your opponent, especially with Berbers, is likely to go 1 TC all in. So I'm not sure if I like this cutting out an army for BacT here too much. 3 TC play, only 1 monastery? I think he might be underreacting.
He does have 22 crossbows. It's a decent amount of crossbows. Capoch just now getting the +2 armor.
But they're not really scaling too well against double siege works, double stable from Berbers.
Yep. But Capoch is not producing any. He doesn't have the eco to produce more knights. He's got 1 more in production.
Yeah.
It's not like constant double stable production, right?
He idled for chain barding armor, yeah, but surely not a great economy. We can agree on that. Obviously, double siege workshop, lots of villagers on wood and gold there. Now crossbows are moving in. Risky move.
Very risky move. Capoch tries to take him out. I believe you can add a dock here.
Oh, yeah.
I would love to see. It's not going to happen, but I would love to see if Capoch is pushing over this marshland for BacT to add some demos. I just love demo shifts, dude.
Oh, one demo. Like, demos for Berbers would be faster if we had Capoch getting crazy ideas. Crossbows now for the defense. Double conversion being locked in. Gets 1.
That's one knight. And he won't manage to take out the Mangonel. He's going to go forward with the crossbows. That is a bit too confident, I think, if you're BacT. He can heal them up with the monks behind. He has a siege workshop of his own now with 2 Mangonels. Only one of them out on the field, though.
Oh, now the Mangonel dance again. Getting some deja vus. 350 stone. So maybe castle's an option.
5 Mangonels. BacT needs some good Mangonel micro here. He's garrisoning all the crossbows in the TC, and then he ungarrisons them into the fire, and he only loses 1. Okay,
Did he, Dave? So many Mangonels. Hallelujah. 6. Traded off 2v1. Second Mangonel pops. If BacT will be happy to trade those off.
Yep. 1 for 2, and he's going to get another one here, and he gets another one here, Nilly.
4 for 2.
Desperate defense from BacT. He ungarrisons the crossbows now. He targets the Mangonel. He takes it down, loses a couple crossbows in a trade. But now it's 2 Mangonels for BacT and 0 for Capoch after it was 6-2 in favor of Capoch just a second ago. But all the crossbows, well, he manages to save a few of them and gets some conversions too. BacT is held.
Wow, Mangonel micro just so on point. There's still knight numbers, relatively scary, but now we can afford a castle, and it should not be able to be denied because of the Mangonels died. Really defensive castle. I actually like this one.
Yep, because you want to get into Magadai, right? You want to make sure that castle gets up as soon as possible. It can also somewhat defend against the knights as well. You just need to find a safe wood line that you can take. He's gone for that TC in the north, which is kind of near the wood line. But you should be able to defend against this. He takes out another Mangonel with his converted knights. Still repairing that first TC. And should be able to respond to the raids up here. Yeah, he pulls the villagers away. Great stuff there from BacT. I thought that TC would definitely go down.
Yeah, I thought the game could have been over there. It was, as we said, like 6 Mangonels traded off against 1 there. Wow.
And there go the Knights. There go the Knights from Capoch dying to the TC. Got some villager kills. The Eco KD, though, I mean, Capoch just now went in front of Gaia in terms of kills against BacT's vills. He's got 6 villager kills, and Gaia has 5 against BacT, so.
Skirmishers. They got a task to kill a mill, apparently.
Well, they've been there forever. They've
Okay.
been there for absolutely ever.
Well, then
He
finish
doesn't
the
even
job.
notice the vills coming out, but the Tiger does. Does he go for the weak one? Oh, skirmishers see them? They're moving now?
Yeah, but the knight is coming over. See, are there any super low ones? Not really. 40 C-boom now by Capoch.
Yeah.
And
He
Stone
realized
as
his
well.
push wasn't working. Goes to Stone. Camel Archers could be a good option against Mongols, but I think with all the upgrades, I think Elite Mangadai still do decently against Camel Archers.
I think with Hussars at the front, that's really nice. Maybe if we get Onagers, obviously pound for pound, Camel Archers are nice. I think this game might be won over economy and maybe map control. Like, who gets more control of the top with all the extra gold and stone there?
Right now, it looks like BacT. He's got that incredible gold pile over to the left side of the map. Do you see that one line, Nilly? Pretty rare to see something like that.
Yeah.
It looks like a nightstick from like a cop, you know,
Oh yeah.
where they hold it with the handle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know I'm a lefty, so I know it way too well.
Oh, okay. Like you use your left hand.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm holding that in my left hand most of the time.
Okay. Magadai wandering around. And they're not really going to be able to find any damage with the TC spots and the castle foundation there from Capoch. Tiger now chasing skirmishers, so maybe BacT loses even more units to the wildlife this game.
Okay. Maybe we need like a third player being mixed in there as well in the statistics in the end.
So Capoch has double bit axe, he has horse collar. BacT still doesn't have horse collar, but he does have bow saw.
And yeah,
I
Jaguar,
don't know
Jaguar will get a
which
skirm
one you would prefer.
at the top.
He does. Yep.
I think if we have 100 above 100 villager, wheelbarrow is better. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Going for the unorthodox answers that weren't even part of the multiple choice question. I can see why you stopped being a teacher, Nilly.
What was the question?
It was a multiple choice question, and you gave
We
an answer that wasn't
don't
listed.
have something like that. You know, we don't want to limit our kids too much. Like multiple choice. Is it really a multiple choice? Is it really a choice, Dave?
Well, there are multiple choices.
Is it a choice, Dave?
Okay, well, how isn't it a choice?
Is it really a choice, Dave?
Okay. Are you,
Or are you just trying to please
do I
the
have a
teacher?
choice to get you out of this loop that you're in currently?
I give you lots of options.
Okay.
1, continue in the loop.
Is that really a choice, though? Oh, man. BacT's up to Imperial Age. And BacT has 111 villagers as Mongols here, with Magadai already out on the field. We've got Camel Archers here from Capoch, but it's 1 castle currently against 2, and Capoch goes for a castle on that hill. That could be a strong position there in between their bases. So BacT with control over their resources in the north currently.
I'm a big fan of trebuchets in Age of Empires 2. I heard they're really good at killing castles. And I heard Berbers aren't performing too well after losing castles against Mango Dice.
I would agree there. Although BacT's castles are really far back. And it's going to take time for him to get the trebuchets forward, and they're going to be exposed because he doesn't have a foundation at the front. He does have 671 gold, so I don't know where Now that you see the castle from Capoch, where do you put your third castle if you're back? Do you keep expanding further to the right? He
Well,
goes to the
it's
left.
already set down, so do I really have a choice?
No. Okay. All right, then. Mangadai engaging against the Camel Archers. Wheelbarrow now on the way for Capoch. BacT, of course, already has that. He did get Horse Scholar, and he's gone for the castle over on the left. Capoch is going for a TC on the right, so he's expanding a little bit. Still not on the way up, and still only 52 gold in the bank for him. So BacT is going to be in Imperial Age for quite a while.
Mm-hmm.
And Capoch is just now going to see that. Does he start selling res? Does he start banking gold? Yeah, he's thinking about going up himself now.
Is it an option? It feels so weird. I think I've never seen that for BacT to actually mix in like 10, 15 elite skirms. Because he will almost exclusively face Camel Archers now.
Camel Archers, yep. Well, he's got just the 2 skirmishers remaining from earlier, so hasn't chosen to do that as of yet. Gets handcart, gets bracer, and is now producing trebuchets. He's got 2 on the field already. He's got a 3rd one on the way, but like I said, they take time to get there from these faraway castles, and Capoch has clicked up to Imp in that time. BacT should probably go for... Do you max out at 4 trebs here, or do you go for a 5th one?
If you don't see more castles than 1, I think I would even stay at 3. If that was one of my options in the multiple quote-unquote choice.
Well, it's
question.
not, because the 4th one is on the way. It was
Okay.
between 4 and 5.
Yeah, but you asked me, not what is BacT doing, what would you do?
But I know, but I gave you options.
Okay. Was it really an option?
Might have been. I don't know.
Okay, then I stop at 4, which is already
All
one
right.
too much.
Capoch is selling res at like crazy and buying stone. Capoch is thinking about another castle and also repairing this castle at the front. He goes for it really safely in the back. 4 trebuchets now going to be attacking that one, and there's no way that stays alive, right? He's going to have to buy himself so much stone to keep that living.
Yeah, quite some investment. Typically against 3 traps, it's really tough to repair. 4, maybe an option if you have the hill. I think masonry could have been nice. And the Camel Archer raid, I don't really see it working too well. And look at what BacT has in the queue now.
Yeah, he's going elite skirms, like you said. There's the Camel Archer raid.
Clever boy.
It's going to do some damage, but you can't ignore the push at the front from the Mangadai. BacT has 27 Mangadai, 5 more in the queue with 11 skirmishers in the queue as well. And he's still adding villagers here. Capoch not able to keep that castle alive. And he's losing more villagers than he killed with that Camel Archer raid. He's going to have to pull all that stuff back. He's going to have to somehow survive here. As BacT goes for another castle forward.
How much gold and how many resources will we have in the long run for Capoch? Still reasonable amount of gold. So yeah, he is fine for now. Castle
The
count?
gold on the left side, as soon as BacT notices that, he can completely cut that off. It's a big gold pile, but not really firmly under Capoch's control. And now BacT is shifting villagers to the north to take those golds. Capoch actually having stables in the north now. So he's thinking about raiding that area. And BacT is now here with the elite skirmishers that he made. And
think
elite
he's-
Mangadai is already complete. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, really nice move. I think some more walling at the top could be nice for BacT, or maybe just put down a second castle. That gold is now really exposed. Big fight might be coming in. Look at all the upgrades that Capoch will finish before, though.
Yep. Chemistry, thumb ring, the final ring archer armor, conscription coming in now from him. Lots of upgrades on the way from Capoch. He's building up. He's hoping he can get into light cav camel archer at the moment.
One light cav on the field. Camel Archer non-elite. Now the big fight. Mangadai retreating, letting the skirms do the job.
And that castle up there is defending against the raids from Capoch. These skirmishers go down, but the Mangadai numbers are still there. The trebs are still pushing in. BacT is being really safe with his trebs. Keeping them really far back. He's just clearing up all this stuff, denying all that farm eco from Capoch as well. And still adding Mangadai. Still 8 in the queue. He's gonna have a really scary Megadite number soon, and not elite Camel Archer yet from Capoch.
Well, 47 on gold makes it really easy for him to invest in all those Megadites. 144 villagers, arguably an overboom here. Probably is going to jump in, maybe find a trap kill, but he feels like his own traps are too exposed.
This is another castle from Capoch, and BacT has not done anything about these traps over on the left side. He still hasn't noticed this gold either. Probably go kill out the Megadite, but he is pressuring against that house. He wants to get in to try and snipe those trebs from Capoch, and he's going to need to push in a little bit farther here into the fire from the Camel Archers.
Capoch is pushing this one back. Nice hold so far. And we have Camel Riders? Oh, I'm not sure if I like that too much. You don't have the last armor if you're playing Mongols.
Yep. Well, heavy camel it'll be, and I think he wants that just to counter maybe some of the raids. He has a decent amount of resources here, Nilly. I mean, like, what else are you going to spend it on? If you're BacT, he's sniping the trebuchet or attempting to snipe the treb, doesn't quite get it, loses a trebuchet of his own.
Big loss in the center now. Mangodite numbers are dwindling. Ooh, I think Capoch could have maybe taken out some more Mangodites.
Ooh, this is really, really tough. BacT's production buildings are on the wrong side for him. Or he's queuing his skirmishers into the middle of the map. It's where he set his gather point. So it's really, really tough for him to gather everything in the place he needs it to be. And Capoch has managed to kill all of those trebs, kill a lot of the Mangodite numbers because the skirmishers were not there. And he has lost the castle foundation in the north, but still managing to hold that position is really impressive.
Ooh, how do you try to squeeze in Camel Archers here? Do you stop production? He has a reasonable resource. I think just cancel the queue a bit and going for the upgrades sets you up better for the long game.
Yeah. Camel Archer's doing work here. Skirmishers still taking him out, but like you said, there's 30 of them already. Feels like enough to support, and he's got 5 trebs behind. BacT needs to go for some raids of some kind. He's got Mangodite heading in right now, but he hasn't hit the eco from Capoch at all in Imperial Age, and another castle falls.
Getting scared for BacT here.
Yep.
Look at that weird mix of army now as well. Skirm, Camel, Elite Mangodite. Looks a bit like 2004.
Camel Archers countering the raid there from BacT. He needed Hussar maybe a little bit earlier. Going for some raids. He's getting it now. But Capoch seems unstoppable with this push. I'm just going to say, Nilly, a demo would be really nice right now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, baby. Mangodite still in the back, doing a good job. Could maybe focus on the traps that are now running away. Oh, there could be a lot of dead traps.
This could be a lot of dead traps. 1 at least, 2 will follow. A 3rd one, a 4th maybe, a 5th.
All 5. All 5. All
5 trebs dead from Capoch, and that's because he shifted his attention to the north. He had Camel Archers up there. They were killing the gold villagers. And Capoch now losing all 5 of those trebuchets, so kind of stalled out there. Capoch, oh, look at that gold, Nilly. Look at that gold on the left side of the map. Oh, just look at the villagers. They're evenly spread. It just feels nice, you know?
Yeah. Only had like 2 or 3 fewer, so that everyone would work.
Yeah.
This is a bit like, the second row is like me in a group project. Just sitting there, like pretending that I'm ready to do something.
Yeah.
But if they're doing something, that's also fine.
Yeah. It's like you, like, someone needs you to do admin work for something, and you're just in the second row. Check Wikipedia.
Yeah. Okay,
all right, Elite Camel Archer is in.
I really want them to reschedule. I will allow it.
Okay. BacT has managed to hold here, and BacT is going for a castle on that hill where Capoch wanted to set it up, and it is the Berber player going for capped ram in front of the Mongols. Usually you would see the Mongols going for that technology first, but it is Capoch. He's planning for a push somewhere. BacT needs to notice that gold, man. He needs to notice that gold from Capoch. He can see a few villagers bumping against each other. It'd be so easy to take that out. I think that's the only gold maybe for Capoch too.
Minimap. He still has some in the back, but yeah, 8 villagers at home. That's kind of it. And the one at the left.
2 more trebs now from Capoch. 4 more trebs here from BacT. So we're gonna have a full-on treb on treb violence here in the middle, as both players have the unique unit behind. But right now it looks like BacT has the advantage.
Does it really though? Scum numbers are dwindling quite a bit. Villagers are around to repair the traps if Mangodays were focusing it down. Berber trash is really solid. Like camel archers in the back, it's kind of reasonable.
Camel archers are dying right now.
Why? Not enough
because
hussars?
he has nothing in front. He has no meat shield in front, and he's trying to use his population to raid over on the right side. But now that there's a castle there, all of that pop is just getting taken out. Look, he's got the gather points set to the main front from those stables. So those hussar are running out of the stables, being hit by the castle. Now he's regrouping them. But he lost 2 trebs there. BacT still has his trebs behind, and BacT still has his Megadite numbers up.
Were Capoch raids actually hurting him? Because BacT had the overboom. And after he killed all those vills, BacT suddenly came out with the bigger army.
Yep. And now Capoch has his hussars focused in front. Camel archers behind. Skirmishers are still there from BacT. Trebs still attacking the other trebuchets. And one will go down. But Camel Archer Hussar should beat Magadai Skirmisher. If he keeps them together.
I think it really comes down to buffers and who gets more Hussar raids out. And obviously the very top, right? There's still so many resources to gain. And with all those castles, I really like the position BacT set himself up to.
I like it, but it seems like it's just... I guess if he plays the gold game, he can win here, right? Because he still has gold left over. Well, does he have gold left over? I guess he doesn't.
Against 0. 11 on gold.
There's one gold pile over on the right side, and then there's a gold pile that Capoch is taking over on the left.
What are they thinking? Is Berber just too good of a counter against Mongols that even BacT, with his big lead that he had, couldn't transition into winning this?
I mean, maybe. Maybe you can look at that early fight once he took down the castle from Capoch, and then he just had his trebs attacking like farms. Early, right? Maybe you can look back to that. Maybe you can look back to the camel edition. What did that really give him in front of getting Hussar first? I don't know. It's questions here as the camel archers continue to push in. He does lose the forward castle there, Capoch. So he's going to have to place another one. He's already lost like 4 of this game. Surely he can get himself another 200 stone though to get another one there. And he's continuing the push here with the camel archers, and the Magadai from BacT are just trying to stay alive.
Skirm's trying to chase down, but enough Hussars around as well. Capoch still very solid production. Look at that, 22 camel archers in the queue, 30 Hussars in the queue as well. But is that all out of one castle? What's happening here? No. Okay. No, he's just pop block. My bad.
Those Magadai, the way they're stacked there, it's so satisfying. Watch them fire their arrows. It's 25 stacked in there between the university and the blacksmith. BacT has also discovered that gold on the right side. He just had units there. So maybe he can move out in that direction. He's kind of busy with this push. Camel Archer numbers, once again, getting pretty low here. Capoch needs to back up again. But like you said, he's got 14 in the queue. BacT somehow still at 160 pop.
Rams now. Rams actually from the Berber player going for the traps. Those are going down. Diving for the traps on the other side as well. Only 1 trap on the field.
1 trap on the field. BacT is pushing back now on the right side. Capoch allocated some of his army over to the left, and BacT has used that opportunity. He's going to push out a little bit with Hussar and Camel, but still he's got to be worried about this Camel Archer army in the middle, and the skirmisher numbers just not there. The Magadai numbers dwindling. The castle will likely go down to the trap from Capoch. And BacT still hasn't expanded out to get that other gold yet. Still has 500 in the bank, so maybe not too concerned about it at the moment.
Oh man, what a great game.
rough.
So much action, but the push through the center just feels kind of unstoppable now if you're Mongols. You simply don't really have a great answer to that mass of camel archers.
Yep. Yes, indeed. I mean, maybe if he had some demo ships, maybe we could see some big shots. That's it. BacT is actually buying stone to repair the castle. He wants to keep that alive, but what are you going to do over there? I guess you can raid the wood line a little bit with Magadai in that direction, but you're never going to be able to fight back against those camel archers.
No, it has to be mass skirms, but mass skirms performing pretty poorly against Hussars, so it just feels like BacT never had the Hussar numbers himself. I'm still heavily questioning the camels.
He has stabilized on the right side. He's bringing Magadai over from that direction now. It's just, he's got 19 villagers queued and only one Magadai. So once he loses this army, he's not going to have very much behind it.
3 relics still super exposed. Now out of stone, castle might fall, and then the left hand side is so exposed. BacT drops below pop 120.
Yeah, should be time to resign soon. Capoch, I think, is taking this, and BacT loses a lot of his Magadai over on the right. Damn, dude. Damn. This is only the first set of the day, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, could be a long one.
It's gonna be a long one.
I actually scheduled a tournament for in 4 hours because I thought the day would be over. Whoopsie.
Yeah, BacT is dead now. BacT is completely dead. This doth be GG. And he says, GG, good luck next. Good guy, BacT. Going down against Capoch, and I think the MVP here is the Gaia Tiger. Do you want to go back in time and look at that? Nearly
How do I do that?
12:30? Press T.
T?
Do you have Capture Age Pro?
I don't know if I can afford that.
Yeah, maybe 12:19? Nope.
1226.
12:09. 12:09.
12:09.
Okay, so he goes out with 4 weak villagers.
Why is it taking so
And
long?
it's like right beside his TC. Oh my god, dude. TC. Oh my. No way.
Show it again.
No. Okay, 12:09. That's where I am. Goes out for the deer. Right? These villagers have a combined 20 out of 100 HP. The tiger takes out one. He takes out a second one. BacT immediately notices, and BacT watches as all of his villagers die, and the tiger survives on 1 HP. Actually tragic. Oh my goodness. Holy. Okay, well, that is that's not good if you're BacT. That is definitely you were in a really good position in this game, and you continued to be in a good position even after you lost 4 villagers to a tiger. So imagine how good of a position you would have been in if that never happened. He probably would be going through to the next round.
Yeah,
Unfortunate
yeah,
stuff for
very,
him.
very likely.
Yep. Really unfortunate, but that's what you get for not getting Loom. Immediately, you lose 5 villagers to wildlife as Mongols. It feels like you can sacrifice the time that it takes to get Loom because you have that Mongol bonus to supplement you, right?